Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, world, how you doing? Hey, world, what's good? It's your boy L. Jeezy. We are back with another edition of the Emperor's Court. We out here, we vibing, we live. We appreciate y'all coming in and having a good time. We really, I want y'all to come in. Y'all come in, kick your feet up, relax. I know it's a little bit later than normal. I know it's a little bit later, but that's because our guest wasn't available until late. You feel me? You know, and I want to say thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all. Joe is on time. What? A black man on time? That's no wonder why it's so cold outside. Um, we got a special guest, y'all. We got a special guest. We got him. We got him. You guys can see. He's right here. Get him set up. I got him in the back room. He's about to get on stage. I got you. You know what I'm saying? We about to get it in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children. Well, not really. This is not a kid show. I promise you, this is not a kid show. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Leon. There we go. See? Hold on. Let me act right. Let me get it going. There we go. Yeah, there it goes. There he is. There he goes. This man right there. Now you should be able to hear me now. You should.
I can hear you now. What up? I was all like, oh man, I know he's talking and shit. Like, I don't hear nothing. Is this on my end? Did I screw something up? Because I don't normally stream with Discord, but nah, dude, it's dope. It's dope. I'm happy to be here. It's been a long time coming, homie.
It is. Yeah. Hey, you know what, Joe? Shut up, Joe. I see you. Okay, y'all better stop quoting Charles Barkley. Okay, Charles Barkley, big himself. Okay, talking about them big old women in San Antonio. Anyway. Booty up. Dang, man. So you going to be like that?
Barkley funny as shit though. Like I don't care. Like everyone can love MJ. I love MJ. MJ was probably the GOAT, but like I was always a Charles Barkley fan, bro. He's a fucking talent on the field. He's funny as shit. He's a great commentator. Like Charles Barkley could do no wrong.
No, you know what? I can give you that because his commentary is really good. Like he knows what he's talking about. And as one of the greats, it sucks that he never got a ring. But look who he But look who he was playing against. He was playing against Michael Jordan. I think it was him and fucking who else that was really good that never got a ring? From Utah.
That little short dude who was like he was still able to go toe to toe with like the greats like Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan. Muggsy. He was like 5'4".
Muggsy Bogues.
Hudson.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy, and dude, he was good. And you want to bring up a white dude, Larry Bird? Like everyone got fucking love Larry Bird. He's
Larry Bird was fucking amazing, bro. I saw there was videos of him. Where he used to talk shit, and the way he would talk his shit on the court. I think there was one where like somebody said there was a video where he was talking shit, and he had people guarding him that were like white guys. He's like, y'all ain't got no brothers. Y'all ain't got no brothers guarding me. Like he said, you thought that was disrespect.
I need a challenge, bro. I'm Larry, Bird's in the name. I fly high. I need a challenge.
Right. I need somebody to keep up with me. He said he thought it was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was fun. Right. But to let people know who you are, and as you would say, let people know who you are and what you do.
Yeah,
just to give a little intro.
I don't run the channel Words of Paradise. I do pop culture commentary. A lot of folks want to call me like an anti-woke hate grifter, which is funny because like not even all my shit's anti-woke. I just cover what I find interesting in the nerd news, and then I do various streams. I do one-on-one interviews like these. I have a conspiracy theory stream that we actually just did earlier. We do panel shows. It's bro, we cover a little bit of everything. So it's a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. And you and I have known each other for a hot minute. You've been on my show several times. I don't even remember how I found out about you, your channel, or maybe on X. It was like, who the fuck is this dude? I need to talk to him. And shit, that was probably a year or so ago, and you and I know each other since. So I'm stoked to be here. It's been a long time coming. Yes. Like I ain't no fucking air in July or whatever, but I'm stoked to be here.
I'm happy. It doesn't make a difference who it is, man. Whether it's Eric, yourself, and I'm gonna be getting some more like friends that I've talked with over the years with content creation on here. It doesn't matter. I want more people in here, and like I said, I've been getting back into a lot of stuff, and we'll probably go into it a little bit later. But I've seen, like I said, I've slid through some of the streams when I can, and I've actually had a chance to. I was supposed to be in there last night. I do apologize, man. I got knocked.
Man, you work overnight, homie. Like I do my shit like right on the cusp of the evening. Homie's got to sleep. It's the reason I don't get Cassie on very much either. Sometimes the schedule doesn't align. Like I love Cassie to death. Her and I, until she came back to SNH, we ain't streamed together in fucking ages. Like to the point where people were asking, like, yo, you and Cassie got beef? You don't get along anymore? Because you stream together all the time. It's like, nah, man, it's just work schedule. I fucking love Cassie.
Oh man, Master Hobo has a question here. He says, "What does Leon think of the mysterious disappearance of LG and the creation of the LG AI program conspiracy?"
Man, no,
inside joke.
Here's how you know that this is this AI, that this LG is AI. He's speaking coherently, competently. Like it doesn't fucking matter how big his lips are. He's enunciating. So like this got to be a computer.
Damn. Okay. All right. Look here, you long-haired bastard.
Well, I've been told by Kate and Atreus that if I gotta come to the cookout, I gotta know how to roast. So I'm doing
That's
my
fair.
best.
That you know what you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's right. You have been hanging with New Black Street. I need to get them on too.
Dude, you do New Black. I used to bring them each on like individually, but ever since I started New Blacks, I was like, nah, if I'm gonna bring on one, I gotta bring on the other because like you a package deal now.
mm-hmm. Oh, they do a really good job. I gotta, I've been floating around. That's one of the things I'll be doing sometimes. I'll be floating around and watching different people and stuff like that. So, if you see me in your comment section, just know I'll be just chilling. Sometimes I don't even comment because I'll be watching a whole lot of stuff, man. It's not the big women, Joe. Okay, you're just mad because you can't get them, Joe. Haha. Now, anywho, but no, we
No, big
vibing.
women are disgusting. Big women like I would rather deport fat white women than I would illegal immigrants. Because the illegal immigrants usually in shape and like fat people are fucking gross. So like deport fat white women or fat black. Just deport fat women in general. Fuck them. They're gross.
Okay, well, okay, we gotta. Okay, let's. Okay, since we're starting there, let's start there. Let's define. Okay, we gotta define what is fat now because because there's a lot of people that are like. So you remember that thing when that girl they said that one girl was fat that was considered a big woman, whatever, the one that was doing the model, the runway
And she
model.
was like a fucking like size 6 or something. Like, so she had thighs and like a little bit of hips and shit. Like, no, that ain't fucking fat. Fat's like there's a ratio to it. It depends on your height, depends on where you carry it. Like, bro, you got yourself that little that Coke bottle or whatnot. You got some wide hips and thick thighs, but you don't have a fucking gut or whatever. You don't got them fucking flaps, dude. You're fine. They're thick girls, hot as fuck. There's a difference between thick and fat.
Okay, I just want to make sure we understand because sometimes I mean, I wasn't gonna be mad if you was that type of person, but some people be like, "Oh my god, if she's anything more than a toothpick, like she's too thick, like Chun Li. Oh my god, she's fat." Like, no,
No, dude. Chun Li, perfect. Like again, people get on to me like, oh, ass titties, asses. I'm a thigh guy, which thigh is just ass light, but I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm a thigh guy.
he said, "Ass like, hey, you know what? I can give you that. You know what I'm saying? I can totally give you that because if you don't have a good thigh to ass ratio, that's what we call a BBL. And in my line of work, I've seen plenty of girls with BBLs.
Dude, it just looks so unnatural. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's the thighs. They got contour to the hips just right. It's like, damn, Jesus Christ, this is shit I'm saying. I'm only on my first drink. I can't wait to see how wild tonight gets. Let's go.
Oh boy. What up, Theo? How you doing, big dog? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, big dog? Good to see you. Why are you asking if somebody's a furry, JoJo? What is wrong with you?
No. I'll talk about it. Here's the dealio. I ain't a fun furry. Furries are disgusting. Furries are gross. They're fucking degenerates. I hate them. The problem is, I'm a Sonic fan. And I feel like it's like me and my people that kind of created furries, and I'm so goddamn ashamed of it. Like, if not for fucking Sonic, we wouldn't even have furries. And so yeah, they're gross. They're disgusting. Don't ever go on DeviantArt, shit like that. It's fucking weird. After we're done deporting fat bitches, deport furries.
Deport furries. What the absolute buttery fuck? Deport furries. What the fuck? Oh shit. There we go.
I mean, didn't Texas just pass that law? It's like they ban furries in schools. You're not because people are asking for litter boxes and shit. Like, you know what? Knock this shit off now. No litter boxes, no furries. Do that as a fucking adult in the privacy of your own home. You sick kids.
You
Like,
sick son of bitches. Like I honestly, you know what? I haven't. Here's a bit of a hot take. I have no issue. No, that's not both the world. It's both the word. I'm stupid. Anywho, I'm over here fixing that while we talking. But anyway, I have no issues with. I have no issues. I have no issues with furs, really. Like honestly, like if you're gay, if you're like into any sexual deviant shit, I don't have that much of an issue with, right? Like I may not like it, or I may not understand it. Whatever. I'm not gonna trip too much about it. My issue is when you start trying to force people into that lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? So like
here's why I think furry, because I agree with you for the most part, like in general. Here's why furries to me are the exceptions, because I had a legit bad experience with furries. So my best friend growing up, not I'm gonna say his name. He and I ain't fucking friends anymore. By the way, not because he's a furry or anything like that. But my best friend growing up got into furry shit, and I didn't know what the fuck furries were. Like I had no concept, no idea. And like I had seen the episode "Dumb Ways," the 1,000 Ways to Die or whatever. And there's like an episode about furries like fucking in the desert and dying, and I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. That's the only thing I ever knew about furries. Of course, like most people, I thought it was like a sex thing.
yeah.
And So he's trying to get me into this furry stuff, and he's telling me all about furries. He's like, no, it's just an art style. It's just like Sonic, they take animals and they make them human. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. He's like, go to this website. It's called Fur Affinity, and like it's got all this just people like my favorite one of my favorite singers is Jarrett Reddick from Bowling for Soup. Like, yeah, dude, there's this art of like a dog version of Jarrett Reddick playing guitar. I was like, oh, actually, that looks like what he looked like as a dog. This is cool. The default of that website is like safe search. And once I found out that like you turn that off, just saw like the most degenerate shit. Like, okay, well, what's going on? Whatever. I don't need to look at that shit. But well, let's look at the cool electronic stuff, whatever. I hadn't been to his house for a while, and so I go to his house to spend the night, and he has got like artwork he had commissioned of like his black wolf character with like all these red stripes getting fucked in the ass by other furries, and he's like got this big black wolf character but he's got this giant white dick hanging off, which didn't make sense because if you're a black wolf, why is your cock white? And I was like, so I walk into his bedroom, he's just got all this art of his character framed getting butt fucked and stuff, and I was like, yo, I thought you said this wasn't a sex thing, but now I don't even want to like spend the night in your room with you because this is too much, dude. Like, I was impressed when I was young. I was like 17 or something. This happened, and it changed me.
Oh man.
What the fuck?
Oh Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
So, yeah, I'm a fan of furries, but again, I had a very bad experience to start off with, but effectively feel like I was lied to. Like, it's not a sex thing, I promise. Then I'll walk into your bedroom, full furry porn all over your wall. It feels like a sex thing at this point.
It could, like, that's the thing. It can be, and while there are some that do go that route, um, it it's like with anything. It's really dependent on where you go and how you act. You got people like fucking like Sonic, like you got people that are like Sonic Fox levels of annoying with the shit. That like
Well, and what's crazy, like when it comes to furries, though, I will admire like the craftsmanship behind the suits and shit. Like that takes skill to make. Some of them actually do look cool. The people that can stand in them for like 8 hours, sweating their fucking balls off and whatnot, that's impressive. So from an artistic standpoint, it's like I actually do kind of get it. It's usually the people inside that some of them got some fucking screws loose.
yeah. Like the art itself, like the suits itself is pretty cool, but it's like it's what they do with like they're trying to like I've noticed, I think we talked about this before at one point. It's like they're trying to normalize the wild shit while demonizing the normal shit. Like, they'll get mad at like say somebody like yourself or like for you liking, oh, you like a woman with nice thighs. You look at thighs or da 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 da. You're weird. But then, oh, I like, I want everybody to know that I like dog. I identify as a dog and I want to fuck this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, you can't normalize that and then demonize me for me liking, fairly tame shit. Things that that you notice on a regular woman.
I had a fucking prude. It's not like all missionary all the time, but it's like once you put on a costume and start butt fucking other animals, like it makes me wonder: are their bodies in the basement? And did you dig the hole with your paws? Like,
dig the holes with your paws? That's crazy. That's crazy. I just, like I said, personally, I have no issue with it, but it's just like it's on a case by case basis for me with a lot of people, and it's just like that's why like it's weird like on the internet like how people are so quick to do the polarization of one thing over here, one thing over there, and it's weird, and it's definitely weird. What?
Big Army Ray from Hypno, my man's with a plan.
Jesus. Oh jeez. Hey yo.
We over here ragging on furries right now.
Hey yo. Speaking of furries, nah, I'm just playing. Shout out to Hypno, but shout out to
dude.
Hypno.
Shout out. Thank you so much, Hypno. Also, I had another bad example, bad experience. Like the furries thing is twofold because like you and I talked. You make music. I make music. I've been in several bands, and like at one point I was in a punk band called Developmental. And a gig is a gig is a gig and shit.
Yes.
And there was this local furry convention. This furry convention is like, we need someone to come play live music. And so I, of course, like, well, shit, they're gonna be paying. I'm gonna fuck with a bunch of furries. We'll get our band up on stage. We get paid. We can play some songs. I sent them a cover and I sent them an original. And the original was a song called Vacation. And in that song, there's a lyric that says, "We can have sex in a rental Porsche." And the gal who runs the convention emailed me back being like, while your music is good, we don't know if it would be appropriate to have a band that openly sings about sex on stage. And I was like, the fuck? You're furries and you're upset that we have a line in a song that says sex in a Porsche? Like, what? So fuck you.
Like I said, that's the double standard, isn't it? Ain't that the double standard? You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you gonna get mad at at stuff like that when you're literally in a furry suit? You know what I'm saying? Talking about like doing stuff, yiffing. That was a term that I'm looking for. They call it
Like,
yiff. There's a dude there's a guy that I know. He plays Killer Instinct. I met him playing Killer Instinct here in my local scene. His username is Yiffy
team player, isn't
Shunryu.
he? He's a team player.
He's no, what who does he play? I think he plays Shadow Jago. Last I checked, he was a really good Shadow Jago player. Dude's a hyperactive dude. He talks a lot of shit and all that, but the dude he's a furry. Like he's in that line of furry stuff and all that. Dude's a good dude though. Like he's a little hyper, but he's a dope ass dude though. Like I've talked with him. We've had a good time and all of that, man. But everybody's saying repent. God damn, bro, it's not my fault. I didn't do nothing. I ain't do it. You ain't gonna make me do it.
Yeah, dude. What if your like OG viewers just asked a question about furries in the chat? Now everyone's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Repent. Like, I promise, we didn't start this stream expecting to talk about fucking furries. We were talking about thick thighs before this. Like,
Right, exactly. What up, Yamato? How you doing? Good to see everybody. Welcome in. Also, thank you once again. Thank you to Hypno, man. I appreciate you. I've been lurking about when I can, man. Y'all go check out Hypno when you can. For those who are new, y'all, Hypno's a dope dude, man. Really, really dope dude. I want to get him on one of these and just talk
he a
with him.
fucking master, man. Hypno, good coverage, talks shit, doesn't back down, knows the algorithm. Like, you want to try to emulate somebody in terms of like not copy their style, but like look to how to be successful on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hypno motherfucking dude. Like, I met him 2 years ago, give or take, 15K subs. Went in 2 years from 15K, 100K, and nearly 100K. He's like 85K or whatever. And that's just from fucking consistency, due diligence. You don't skip days. If you put out 3 videos a day, you do it every day, same time. You're like the work ethic on that spick is insane.
Agreeable. No, I totally agree, man. It's just like for a lot of creators, man, like me personally, right? You know, on the topic of creation, I've dealt with a lot of stuff, and I was like, man, I've been in my own head, man, on some real shit. I've been in my own head, man. Like when it comes down to content creation, because a lot of people don't understand. Like if you go back and look at my channel, like I've been doing this for damn near like what 15 years, over 15 years now. YouTube
in that respect,
I've done so much shit, bro. Like I've literally seen. I've had my share of viral moments, man, and that's the crazy part. Or like little winning movements, man. I've had an artist reach out to me for a song, one of my remixes that I did, and he used it, and they got pretty popping. I was a part of like a little mini movement. You know how they have those like little memes and stuff like that, where they make a meme out of like a song or something. I've had that happen with me and a friend of mine some years ago. My biggest thing, one of my biggest ones though, I did a remix with Amazing World of Gumball. Actually, I did 2 of them, and they got hit. Yeah, they got pretty pop. I got one that's like almost at 400, like a little over 400 views, man. So I've been doing a lot, man, and it's sometimes like a lot of people don't understand. Like I try to avoid the drama shit. Like I try to avoid that as much as possible, but I am going to speak up on some shit. But like I don't like the drama shit, bro. Like you seen some of the shit that I've dealt with when it comes down to the drama and some of the people, the unsavory idiots that I've dealt with. Matter of fact, Hypno talk with them.
Like in this space and when people like there's a lot of like crossover with super hyper conservative individuals and whatnot, which ain't a problem. That's what you want. But like you work at a strip club, so you're like, no, I believe sex work is work. So it doesn't matter. You can be like, I hate woke this, I hate woke that, but sex work is work. And they'll be like, well, you believe one thing we don't believe, so fuck you, you're out. Like,
right, I hate that shit, bro. Like honestly, I believe sex work is work because that's exactly what it is, right? Now I know a lot of people. I've talked with Mugen about this actually, with the whole OnlyFans thing, and he believes, if I remember correctly, he believes that OnlyFans did kind of fuck the game up for like a lot of sex workers, and I'm inclined to agree with him because what it's done, it's made a lot of people lazy. It's made a lot of people think, especially a lot of women think that anyone can do it and not put in the work. They think it's so easy, and they don't realize the level of work that they have to put in for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't understand that, at least at the club, you have to show up. You have to get dressed. You have to, wear the outfits.
I imagine you gotta be good because you ain't gonna get tips. Because if you got other women there that are competition and shit like that. Now, I don't know, like I don't necessarily disagree that sex work is work. personally, as long as you're adult, you're of age, do what you want to do. I'm a libertarian. I'm a fucking anarchist. Do whatever the fuck you want to do as long as you're an adult.
And
That
not
being
hurt
said,
nobody.
it ain't my bag. I ain't gonna consume it. I ain't gonna. I've been to a strip club once in my life, and I won't lie, didn't exactly have a particularly good time.
What happened?
But
I want to know what happened because I maybe I can help you. Let me maybe what happened. Talk to me because you know I am the strip club king. So what's up?
now me and my best friend took his uncle like for his uncle's 40th birthday or whatever, and just his uncle got like stupid drunk, started like running his mouth, making a fool. I really like the music was loud. I live in the Midwest, so like it wasn't. And the girls weren't ugly by any means. I mean, I'm a fucking I ain't looking. I'm a 6 on a good day, but like I was expecting a bit better looking for midnight on a fucking Friday or whatnot. I was like, oh okay, well this is kind of exactly like what you see in the movies, which is. It's fine for the 10 seconds, but then the shootout scene happens. You're like, oh fuck, John Wick's about to murder, motherfucker. Like you lose your attention real fast. So it's the interesting part sort of went away pretty quickly within like 15 minutes or so. I was like, all right, so that's really all there is to do. All right, I'm gonna have a beer. Let's do it.
So basically, the person you were with was acting out of pocket from what I'm understanding.
Yeah. Once he got drunk, he got out of pocket, started making like comments to girls and shit, and like we weren't asked to leave or anything like that. He kept it just on the line of like, well, I'm sure they've seen fucking worse, but by the same token, I was like, I'm only 21. I'm here with a 40-year-old dude who's already starting to act a fool.
Yeah, no.
We gotta get out of here quick, or this could be like some jail shit if we let this escalate and go further. So
yeah, no, you gotta go with decent people. Like I always tell people. So part of the issue with when you got people like that, I hate people that think that they're better than these dancers. I've had that issue before. Like I've seen a lot of people that, and I get it. Somebody in the comments just said it seems dumb, and I get it. Like my thing, I always tell people when I do the Strip Club Chronicles, it's not necessarily to pitch you into going. It's not to encourage you to going if that's not your bag. I always tell that to anybody. If it's not your bag, or if you don't if you don't like it, that's fine. But if you don't understand it, my thing is to kind of help you along and understand what really goes on to a degree in there. Because I think what happens is you got people that don't that are trying to tell you what goes on in there from people. You got one or two things that happen, right? So you go on one hand, you got people that glorify it, right? And then you got other people that demonize it. There are no people that are like in between that's telling you exactly what's breaking it down for you, what can happen, how to properly maneuver, you know what I'm saying? And go through that way, if that makes any sense. A lot of people don't want to do that. And it's like, bro, just be honest. Like if shit happened, like shit can happen. Like let's get it twisted, right? Let's not get it twisted.
Oh, dude, I've been that asshole at the bar that had to get kicked out because I made shit happen. Like you get too drunk, you fuck up, you're young, and things like that. So yeah, and to meet in the middle, I've been like, I went to a really cool strip show. I got an awesome story about that. I'll tell in a moment.
Yeah.
But like, I've been to several burlesques. I love burlesque. There's something like
see, that's different.
Oh, they ain't fucking full nude. They're dancing. There's sex appeal to it. Like I fucking love burlesques, and I've gone with girls, gone with guys, the whole nine. But I went to this. It wasn't a strip club. It was a strip show, and it was this like traveling strip group rented out this hotel. It was a 21 up event. I got tickets for that, and it was like this nerd oriented strip show, and it was just all these foxy fucking babes dressing up as like the Portal Girl and Mario and like in Urza Scarlet from anime, and like they were stripping while taking off their cosplay, and people were giving them money and all this shit. And as I'm going down the hotel to the strip show, I find myself in the hotel with the fucking OG voice of Piccolo, Scott McNeil. And so he and I ended up going to the bar together. I bought him a shot. He ordered a fucking $40 shot. Fuck that dude. But no, it was awesome. So yeah, I went to a strip show with the fucking OG voice of Piccolo from the Ocean Dub days, and that was cool as shit. And those girls were fucking foxy. But also this ain't like a flex. I've never had a problem getting girls. Like I've never particularly struggled in terms of like talking to women, finding them attractive, getting to have conversations, taking them home, shit like that. So the idea of like, okay, I could go here and like pay to see you shake your ass and stuff, but I also, believe it or not, I got game. I can also just talk to girls in public, and then things usually go my way. So,
sure, fair enough.
Leon being a homo shit, I play up for fucking streams and shows because I find that sort of shit funny. Like, you gotta be able to make fun of yourself. You're gonna make fun of others, and my whole career on YouTube is making fun of others. So you gotta be able to take the piss out of yourself. But yeah, no, that's where that comes
from. Plus, that's a big move. $40 shot. Yeah, that's crazy. To be fair, some of these shots, the way that like once like a lot of these bars, the way it works too, is they upcharge a lot of that shit too. Like a lot of bars, that's how they make their money too. Believe it or not, that's a whole
And
nother
this was a
thing.
classy ass 5-star hotel, so this was it was expensive ass alcohol. This
Exactly,
was like it was like a fucking I
exactly.
guess probably $800 thing
Yeah,
a bottle of scotch. So for the little drink, $40, yeah. And I ain't gonna fucking bitch because I mean I had some too, and I drink expensive scotch. Like if I'm drinking to get drunk,
yeah.
vodka cheap, whatever. But if you want to sit down, you have a drink, like, dude, I'm spending bare
Expensive money.
minimum like 80 to 120 on a bottle of scotch, and that's a minimum.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's where you at too. Burlesque shows, and I will say this, I do agree though. Burlesque shows are different. There's a big difference. I'm gonna backtrack a little bit because a lot of people don't understand. Like people think it's a lot of the same thing. There's a difference between a burlesque
Real
show
quick,
and
I
a
want to
strip
shout
club.
out Paul Byersmith in chat. Paul Byersmith, my IRL best friend, says can confirm Leon gets ladies.
Yes.
He knows me in real life. He my bestie. He can confirm. Y'all believe it. You heard it here first. All right, go on, homie.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. And I honestly, I think honestly, when it comes down to it, a lot of people, I think the reason why it's so much of a taboo now is because one, it's never been taught in a home. This is why I've always believed it. Like the reason why it's such a taboo thing now is because it's never been taught at home. It's never been sat down and said, "Hey, look, this is what sex is. This is what it's not. This is what you should and shouldn't do." Blah blah blah. Because it starts at home. A lot of this shit starts at home, and a lot of people, you can tell, a lot of people have not been taught a lot of what's been going on, and that's why you got people acting out of character. You got people getting caught up in stuff, and I think honestly,
It's like we were talking beforehand in the show in the back room, like all them teachers nowadays, they're fucking their students and shit. Like that seems like that's a new thing that happens way more now than it used to. Like because people ain't being trained. And I'm with you. It's A, it starts in the home, and B, like you see all these motherfuckers that are like sex education in school is wrong. Like no, I believe in sex ed in school. Just keep it scientific, academic.
Yeah,
You go through puberty, it gets hard. If you fuck someone, you can get them pregnant. Like don't
yeah,
be teaching like fetishes and shit, and like that's fucked up, and that's been happening. But by the same token, you do need kids to understand the science and mechanics of how their body works, but it needs to start at home. I agree.
yeah. That the educational stuff is at school, especially when it's like before, like during like high school and before, right? High school and before, it needs to be that, right? At home, the morality, that's where you learn the stuff at. The morality and all that is at home. You feel me? I
Oh,
do have to
yeah, I
say this.
agree.
I do have to bring this comment up because Sturgeon 510 says if you bring a female to the strip club, strippers pay attention to you more. That is a load of bullshit. Okay, that's bullshit. Especially I've seen couples come to the club. Okay, and
Dude,
I
I
low
never
key hate
understood
it.
that. Like being a couple and going to the strip. Like I'll be a couple and go to like a fucking again burlesque show. Me and my ex-wife gone to burlesque shows, but at the strip club, that seems whack.
No, it's not. But the only reason why it's whack is because this is what pisses me off when it comes to shit like this. Okay, when the girl, like basically the problem is normally the girl. The woman is normally the problem, and I don't mean that to sound sexist. It's a fucking fact. Okay, I've talked with strippers. The stripper friends that I know, they say the same shit. Okay, they hate when couples come in because the girl be acting like she's the baddest one in the room, right? It's either one or two things. Now there are some times where we have the couples that are like extremely cool with it. They both spending money, everybody's having a good time. That's fine. Those are like damn near unicorns. But what normally happens is that the girl gets a little possessive, right? They whatever that happens before they get in there, they talk and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna do it. It's cool. It's cool. They get in there, then all of a sudden she starts, getting jealous. She starts, getting looking at her man. You know what I'm saying? Making sure her man is, getting, trying to control her man, basically, right? And then I've seen stuff where like they'll sit up there by the stage and the girl sitting on her man's lap and trying to dance on him and I'm like, yo, spend some motherfucking money, bro. Like that's what we here for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if she sees the guy that go ahead.
Like it's a business at the end of the day. Like you and your fucking wife don't go to like the amusement park to play skee ball on a date, but bring your own fucking skee balls and cheat the system. Like
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
a
Definitely
job.
like exactly. So it's like they don't have fun and it's like it's not fun. So it's like I've seen this. I shit you not. Like it was so annoying. This was years ago. This one couple came in. They was like having it looked like they was having a good time at first, but like the girl was just sitting up there mad, right? Because the husband, the guy that she was with, or husband, I'm not sure. he wanted a certain girl. He wasn't like she wasn't feeling it because she was too pretty or whatever, and she was feeling a certain type of
That's
way.
why I said it was whack earlier, is because I feel like the woman, you come with your woman, you come with whatever, and they're gonna be like, you get home later that night, it's like, what, are you thinking about her while you're fucking me? Well, like, what the fuck you go
Type
to the
shit.
strip club with me for?
Exactly. And then she'll pick a girl, like she'll pick a girl and that he's not into, and she's having a good time and all of this shit, and he's mad, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like they're one's mad, like the other one's mad, and it's like he can't have no fun, you know what I'm saying? And then he gets upset, and then so he's pissed off and he don't want to go, and he don't really fuck with her like that. Then all of a sudden next week you see him by himself, looking for the girl he want, you know what I'm saying? So then it becomes a whole problem and cheating and all that shit. Like it's so stupid, really, if you really think about it. But to me, it's fucking hilarious because it's like I just like, bro, like if that's what you're into, that's what your partner's into. Like either you with it or not. Like as long as your partner's being responsible, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't.
Yeah, I'm also not one of those that thinks that if you're in a relationship, like going to the strip club or whatever is cheating. Like, no, dude, you go to you go to the fucking beach. If you're married, you go to the beach. Be real. You're gonna be looking at some of the other fine ass women in their fucking bikinis and shit. Like, look, but don't touch is fine. I don't consider that shit cheating or anything like that. So you want to go to the strip club with your boys, wife's at
Yeah,
home, girlfriend's home, whatever. Eat a fucking
bills
steak,
paid.
throw some ones, like make an event of it. It's not my thing again because I've never, like I said, never really had an issue pulling women or whatnot. But if you want to do it, like hang out with your boys, it's a fucking guys' night.
Yeah, do
Fuck
it.
that. I don't see a morality issue with it at all.
Right. I don't think it's a problem with getting girls either. Like honestly, because to be fair, and I'm not gonna lie to you, because bro, like one thing I've noticed too, a lot of relationships are transactional anyway when it comes down to it, and that's been my biggest thing. And like I said, I try to stay away from like red pill content. Well, I wouldn't say try to stay away from it, but they have a point. A lot of red pill content, believe it or not, they have somewhat of a point when it comes down to exposing female nature. You know what I'm saying?
I was reading this comment. Master Hobo says, "I say let DJ choose the stripper for you."
Yeah, and you know what? That I've actually had people ask me that before. I've had a couple of people like they were new. They were like, "Hey, yo, which girl is good?" And I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be straight with them too. Because if I don't like the work vibe that like if I'm working with you and I don't like your vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to be
Yeah,
respectful to every
I
dancer
ain't
in there.
recommending motherfuckers to you. You ain't getting paid on my word if I don't like your vibe. Like,
Like yeah, exactly. Like I'm not doing it, bro. Like if and it's very like the club I'm at now. I'm grateful that a lot of the girls that I work with they're pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? Um, I don't have that problem as much now as I like when I first started, but but I've seen some girls that like they'll sit up here and be boring as fuck, or they'll sit up here and talk to me like just boring as hell, or they don't do what they're supposed to do, but then they complain that they don't have no money. So it's like you can't complain when you're not entertaining. Like you feel me? Like I've seen you on stage and you're just walking around the pole, like get the fuck go go.
well, and Jin Maxi in the comments says, "Don't date women who aren't being honest about what they want. I'm not a man nor am I gay, but I can appreciate. I'm not trying to date me. I honestly, I mean, that goes for both sexes. Like, jokes aside, I ain't a fucking homo, but like I can look at Henry Cavill and be like, God damn, like that's
Yeah,
objectively an attractive fucking dude. I want to fucking
right.
now. I want to work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
humans gonna appreciate good looking shit regardless because humans are naturally attracted to good looking shit.
Right. That's fair, and a lot. That's been the other thing that a lot of people don't understand with society too. Like people that are trying to like. I've noticed with a lot of especially with the woke stuff that we've argued with before, they're trying to homogenize and uglify shit because they low key hate
Fucking facts.
they low key hate attractive things. They hate that they're not the center of attention. Like I've noticed that with a lot of woke people. Like I don't say much when it comes down to it, but I have noticed a lot of that is that they do not like when people are exceptionally beautiful or exceptionally talented. I've noticed that with a lot of woke people, especially like white liberals. Like when Malcolm X talked about white liberals, bro, I'm telling you that shit like rings
He was
true.
on point
On
though, right?
point. Like, bro, like it's really crazy. Like when you sit and think about how these people work, because and is the crazy thing what's sinister about it is on the surface level, you have to like learn how to like understand like double speak. So like on a surface level, it's cool. Like it makes sense on a surface level. You feel
Double
me?
speak, is that like two bonics?
Nice try. That was a nice try. But
All right, go on.
I,
Anyway.
like when people say, "Oh, well, we want things to be a certain way," it's like, bro, what it is you want to control it. And the same liberal-minded people, they attack sex work, right? You know what I'm saying? They they
No.
they attack sex work. They try to support it. Quotations
I was just say
support.
they excuse me, they attack it if men are supporting it. The liberal motherfuckers are all for sex work as long as it's a woman preaching about how good it is. Dude comes out and talks about it and is like, they're like, no, you're not allowed to have an opinion on this. You're the customer usually. So like, well, if I'm the customer, don't I actually? Isn't my opinion worth kind of more?
Yeah,
Just saying.
well, that too. But plus, also check this out too. But you also notice the same women too. They the ones, the same liberal women that are okay with it. It's as long as it's not better than what they look like. You've noticed they tried to, like, I've seen a lot of people try to push this body acceptance thing, which I don't mind, by the way. They try to push it in a way that's not beneficial. Like, not a lot of men are going to want a big woman like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why, like, if you look on sites like on the Hub. Go ahead.
Well, it's not just because fat women are ugly. I mean, they are, but that's not the reason. Like, the reason that I do have a problem with this fucking body acceptance movement, this, that, and the other, and it's because, like, in my opinion, like, I've been fat before. I didn't fucking like. I grew up real fucking skinny.
Yeah.
Got married at one point. I put on some fucking weight because when you're in marriage, you get comfortable. Got divorced. It was like, I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, Jesus Christ, what a fat fucking slob I've become. And I started putting in the fucking work, and I lost 50 pounds in 5 months. This is the reason I got an issue with this fucking body positivity bullshit and whatnot. It's like, it's objectively unhealthy. Like, some people have a thyroid. Yeah, okay, there's 1 fucking percent of motherfuckers that got a thyroid issue. Shut the fuck up. Clearly not talking about them. They can't control it. 99% of these big bitches and these fat dudes and whatnot, it's because they're lazy. And them being ugly is a byproduct of the laziness. And the laziness to me is actually far uglier because it speaks to how much you value your inner self and the world around you. And like, if you can't even take care of your own goddamn body, how the fuck do I trust you to take care of a home, take care of kids, take care of other people, take care of a fucking dog? If you can't, like, it's dude, I got some issues with fat fucks. 9 times out of 10 it's because they ain't willing to put in the work. Those that don't have an option, you're not included in this.
Right. And that's I think that's the biggest thing about it, though. You're on the money, and I like it. I love it. It's at one point. Now, I will say this, and this is not to. If you look at history, right, big people used to be a sign of wealth back in the gap. I don't know if you remember that. I don't know if you remember researching.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like,
especially royalty.
Why, like the Greek drawings and shit, like the women have bigger bellies, stuff like that, because it showed like, oh, you can afford food when all these other fucking peasants can't. Like,
exactly,
I can see
that's
that
different.
mentality back in the day. Yeah. But like, because it was a status thing. Nowadays, in the first fucking world, 21st century, ain't nobody, at least in, again, regular ass countries, real countries, not like Uganda and shit, ain't nobody lacking for food. Even like homeless motherfuckers are giving free McDonald's now and again.
Yeah. No, I get it, and there's a difference between people that are like, I get it. There's people that are, and this is just me personally. I can't speak for you, but personally, I'm a little bit more understanding of people's plights on a personal level, if that's what it is, right? There's a difference between like going through some shit, you're having a rough time, a rough patch, you're going through a lot of things mentally. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But at some point, you have to make the decision and say, hey, look, like you just said earlier, bro, I'm looking in the mirror. I don't like what I see, dog. We got to do something. We got to fix this shit. And I think part of the problem now is that a lot of people don't want to take that personal accountability and personal. Right. That's the issue right now, I think, personally.
No, at the end of the day, usually fatness to me signals a larger problem of personal accountability. Because that being said, you got muscle fat people, which are like the farmers and shit. Like, I ain't ever gonna call a fucking fat farmer lazy. He's getting up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. He could probably throw around some cows and hay bales and shit. Like, you probably fat because after you're done with your hard ass manual labor, you start drinking a bunch of beer. You got a gut. Under that gut, I guarantee you got fucking abs and shit. So you know what? No issue. You ain't lazy. Like, it truly is a laziness problem at the end of the day. And being fat, just statistically points to, okay, they're a lazy person, which skinny people can be lazy too, by the way. This thing to be like, oh, if you're skinny, you're automatically not lazy. Like, no. Skinny motherfuckers can be lazy as well. I didn't Asmongold make like his whole brand on being a skinny lazy fuck. So that's not it.
Dirty too.
I like it. Yeah. And again, I like Asmongold, but like that was his fucking brand. It's like, I'm the skinny dude who just stays skinny even though I can drink fucking soda all day and eat McDonald's and play video games. Like,
fun dude though.
Again, just like Hypno, dude put in the work. He consistent, so shit like that.
Right. And then, now he's consistently having to clean up his room because those roaches started, congregating on his shoulder and shit. That clip was crazy, bro. That time I saw that clip, bro, I almost felt bad for him for a
Yo,
minute.
Ginty Maxi said in the chat, so she lost 100 pounds. Fucking mad congrats. That's
Nice.
that dope shit. That's that success story shit. I fucking love to hear.
It's
mad congrats.
But I did it through like legit. See, that's the key thing. Legit lifestyle changes too. And just making things, that's a part of the accountability. You know what I'm saying? The Ozempic people weird me out. Yeah, that's a little bit. Yeah, I've seen a few of those, and I'm like, bro, that's weird, man. I've seen some of the celebrities that have allegedly done some of that shit. I'm like, bro, y'all weird, bro. Especially when you don't need it. Like that's the problem with people. Like
And didn't like Sharon Osbourne? I know you probably don't know who that is because you're black and listen to heavy metal. But didn't Sharon Osbourne, Ozzy Osbourne's wife, like not really need it but took it anyway? And now she's like 90 pounds. Like Sharon, I remember you looking pretty fine. Like maybe you were a little thick, but you were never fat. Why the fuck are you taking Ozempic?
Yeah, diabetic people use it, but like this is what happens when you get people that are using stuff that's meant for one thing and trying to experiment, man. And I'm not a fan of that. Like, yeah. Yes, Ozempic does have side effects, big side effects. We look at fucking what is it, Selena Gomez?
Oh, did she take it? I mean, I ain't surprised. Like Latino women can get fucking thick pretty easy, so I ain't surprised if she be taking it.
What up, John? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, but I do lose a lot of weight when I do ground ski. No, hey, we're not, like I said, it's not to pick. It's not to pick on people that are doing certain things. Like, some people do have their moments, and I do believe that if you put in your work, you have a right to be lazy, man. Like if you earn your shit, bro. Like if you sit back, because everybody's work ethic is different, right? Not everybody can work and do videos like a Hypnotic, for example. Not everybody can do that level of work, right? Not everybody can be like
Not everybody can get up at fucking 4 a.m. and practice violin like a Chinese person, like, you know what I mean?
Right. Not everybody can wake up at 4 a.m, put that whatever that shit is with bananas and do the ice face, the ice water thing or whatever the fuck that was in the morning. You remember that little morning routine? That guy that got viral doing that black guy dude? You saw that video.
Yeah, he's like, hey, this is why I'm a successful millionaire. And he gets up like 4 a.m. and like he makes a fucking like banana egg smoothie and then he goes for a jog and then he like showers and he answers emails and he does like another jog and like I remember exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Some people may not be able to do that, and that's one of those things. It's supposed to be motivation, and I think with social media right now, it's gotten to this weird polarization. It's always been that weird polarization with social media. It's like it's either this or that. Like, bro, like the part of internet is supposed to like bring people about have discussions. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? But Joe's wilding. These nerds need to wash their body with soap and hot water. I'm like, bro, y'all keep hanging with these weird people, bro. Or
I mean,
is it Ariana Grande? Which one was it? I don't.
Some nerds out there for real though, like, bruh, 2 words, antiperspirant. Like I go to a lot of anime conventions, comic book conventions, and I'll fucking love them. I'll be buying comics and manga and statues and shit, and like I'm cosplaying, and I see some hot cosplaying babes or some dudes who like they worked out their whole lives to be Goku, but then you see the dude who's like trying to cosplay as Link, but like the tunic only comes to here and his gut's sticking out. Like, bro, antiperspirant. Jesus fucking Christ! I ain't trying to like have a violation of the Geneva Convention while I'm trying to buy some manga.
That part, or they look like, you remember that game? What's that shoot 'em up game? Fucking Metal Slug. You remember Metal Slug?
I never play. I know what it is, but I never played Metal Slug.
You never? Oh, you should try it. It's a fun little shoot 'em game. It gets difficult as fuck, but it's a really fun game. There's a part where if you eat a lot of food, you become big.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a little funny little Easter egg. Like you become big if you eat a lot of food. You become big, and what happens is some of the weapons that you get, they also become like modified too. Like. So like the regular gun that you get becomes a little bigger. The gun that you get is like this little weird ass pistol. You went from a pistol to like one of those old guns with the big ass circle around it. I forgot what you call it. It's fucking stupid.
The blunderbuss becomes
something of that sort. It is fucking hilarious. Like, but it's like a mental thing. But like you should try it. Like it's a fun little shoot 'em up. It's like only about an hour. I think about a couple of hours worth of playthrough. I think it is. But it's a shoot 'em up game. It's supposed
in the chat with SNK. I like SNK, so I would down to play it.
Yeah, it's also funny being fat in San Andreas. Yes, sir. Yo, sir, what's up, Vision?
How you doing? I like how in Fallout, if you drink too much, you can get addicted to alcohol. You can actually literally become alcoholic.
Yeah.
Also, Mason Moon in chat. There's the reverse of that. While I was over here like digging on fat people and shit, that Ariana Grande fucking looking like Skeletor's little sister, that's fucking disgusting too. Eat a goddamn cheeseburger. I don't care if you gotta live for the next 2 weeks at a Burger King. Put on some fucking weight, you disgusting looking bitch. Like I can't even masturbate to you because I'm afraid that like I will break your back through the phone.
Break your back with my thoughts.
I'm just saying, bro.
Hey, you're not wrong though.
She used to be pretty, but she a gross looking motherfucker now.
Oh man, I hate when they do that, man. I hate when they let themselves go like that. That should be looking weird to me, bro.
Well, oh man, what's her fucking name? This was a couple years ago. The gal from The Boys. That show sucked, but she was cute as shit. The blonde girl who played Starlight, and then she got all the like fillings and sucked the fucking like fat out of her cheek. Like you were a cute gal, and now you looking like a fucking like if a praying mantis was on the cover of Glamour magazine. It was wild.
You ain't lying, dog. I have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large. Yeah, that's the classic line right there.
You doing Big Smoke Sorter?
Yes, sir. That was a classic.
Fucking face. Yo, Paul in the chat gonna fucking love that comment.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's man, that's a classic, man. I just
that game is so that is literally the best fucking Grand Theft Auto game ever made. Like, I don't like modern Grand Theft Auto. I didn't like 4. I didn't like 5. Like, to me, GTA, that's a PS2 era game. Fucking Vice City, San Andreas, my shit.
Oh, that was a good one, too. I actually had... So, fun fact. My mom was actually a parent. And there was a lot of games I couldn't play until I got of age. Okay? I know that's a shocking thing in today's time, I know. But there was a lot of games I didn't play until, like, later. Like, so... Grand Theft Auto, I didn't play until later. Castlevania, I didn't play until I got older because my mom was like,
was it like a religious thing with Castlevania?
Partially that and like the way it looked. You know what I'm saying? Even though I tried to argue with my mom, was like, and I'm like, Mom, look, he's a man of God. And he has a cross. He's fighting demons, Mom. And he was like, no, she wasn't having it. So I tried.
My mom was like that. Like my mom parented, she didn't let me play XYZ, but my mom and my dad were divorced, and so I would go to my dad's, and he's like, "Nah, you're mature enough. I trust you. You can fucking." There's like he wouldn't let me watch movies with sex scenes in them, for example, because I was a kid. But if you want to fucking watch T2, a rated R movie with like fucking heads getting blown and shit, I don't give a fuck. I trust you. Know the violence is fake. It's like I can respect that. So yeah, I was playing rated M games and whatnot at my dad's house. My mom, she didn't even fucking want me watching anime. Like you remember that Bare Naked Ladies song 1 Week?
Yeah. So,
there's a line in that song that I like the Sailor Moon because that cartoon has got the boom anime girls that made me think the wrong thing. And I love that song. My mom loved that song. Because of that one lyric, she was convinced all anime porn. You don't get to watch Sailor Moon. You don't get to watch Dragon Ball Z. My dad, on the other hand, he'd been an anime fan since the 80s. I go to his place. He'd be like, all right, you ready to watch this anime where this bitch gets her fucking throat slit and the blood goes everywhere? It's like, all right, let's do it.
And that's, to me, that's always funny, right? How society works. Like, you can watch somebody get their heads cut off. That's perfectly fine. But titties,
God fucking big.
Ass. Like, you stare at her chest. You stare at a woman's chest for too long. Oh no, what are you doing? Why are you staring at the TV screen? Like, bro, like if one's okay, the other should be okay too. As long as you got parents that are like telling you, hey, this is what it is. This is what it ain't.
You gotta understand the maturity of your kid and teach them and shit like that. Like, it's. Every kid's different and every person's different.
That, bro.
So, like,
I hate that shit.
My dad knew I was chill. I grew up playing rated M games, and I ain't ever fucking murdered no one.
Right.
I did do a hit and run one time, though, and that wasn't because of GTA. It was because the bitch was Asian. She understand insurance, so I just drove off.
Well, I mean, true. Okay, I'll give you that. I think that's the biggest problem right now. Like, Ubi, yeah, you got a good point. I'm gonna ask this. We're gonna ask Joe, what is wrong with you? Question to Leon: how often do you bathe? Because word going around that white people don't wash themselves that often. I don't know what you.
I know I get this question all the time because my hair always look greasy. Because I'm bile job black. I'm naturally a ginger, so even when I fucking wash my hair, this shit look fucking greasy because that's what bile job black does. It just looks greasy. But nah, I will say I wash myself. I wash my arms, clean the private areas, shit like that every day. That's fucking disgusting if you don't do that. Clean it every day. That said, how often do I actually like shower and whatnot? I only wash my hair once a week. I get in the shower itself once a week. Because you wash your hair too much, it's bad for you. And I got some pretty long, luscious locks. Yes. Wash my hair once a week. Shower once a week. And the reason for showering once a week is because if you look at the rates of the cold and flu and all these sicknesses, you used to back in America, 30s, 40s, 50s, like when you didn't shower and bathe every day, the rate of getting the cold and all these sicknesses was way lower. Once we transitioned to like a shower everyday culture, you could see the rise in sickness go along with it, because since you don't, the germs, 90% of germs are actually good. They build immunity, shit like that. It's 10% of germs that are bad for you. But if you're
Fair.
washing yourself every day, you're cleaning off also all those good germs that are like actually keeping you healthy. That's why when they say like Germ-X kills 99% of germs, it really does. The problem is 90 of those 99% are fucking good for you. So Germ-X is actually making people sicker and whatnot. And like, call me a conspiracy theorist, a tinfoil hater, whatnot. But so yeah, wash the gross areas every day, but wash your hair and actually full shower once a week. And I never bathe as in take a bath because I'm afraid of water.
Damn, really? Seriously?
Yeah, 100%.
Damn.
I'm afraid of water, doctors, and moths. That's it. Only 3 fears.
Fair. Okay, fair enough. The only thing I don't mind water. Like I don't like. How do I put this?
Shit, I'm blacker than you.
I don't mind water. I don't like. I don't know how to swim, but I don't mind like just vibing in the water. But I'm not gonna sit up here and play with like with certain people, like at a pool party. I'm not. I gotta make sure I check my surroundings because I'm not about to sit up here and deal with people throwing me in the pool and shit. I'm not about to deal with that. No, no, I'm about to kill somebody because I'm about to hurt somebody off that one. Because you're not about to sit up here and throw me in the motherfucking pool, for fun. And you know what I'm saying. I hate that
Well, yeah,
shit.
'cause you sitting there like, do you see how fucking? Do you see my hair? Like,
Right.
see how long it takes to get this perfect fresh Prince of Bel Air? I ain't getting in that fucking water.
My hair defies gravity, goddamn it. I'm not about to sit up here, dog. But I just don't. I just don't. I'm not a fan of that type of stuff. But I just wanted to ask that because Joby asked a question. That was a good question, though. I like that. They're going in with the whole parent thing. Yes, be a parent. Yes, my mom was cool. She brought me the original Eminem albums. Oh wow, I was actually watching a reaction to a song that came over my timeline. You don't want to fuck with Shady. Cause Shady will fucking kill you. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm sitting there just going back and listening to some of this stuff and watching other people's reactions. They were like, some of them, they were like losing their shit. I'm like, bro, that's Eminem for you. That man.
Dude, bro, talk about a fucking fall off, man. Eminem used to be like, I love hip hop. Like, I love 80s and 90s classic, and up to about early 2000s. Like 2005, kind of the cutoff for me. And now we're seeing a resurgence. I'm liking a lot of modern. There's this, like, in my opinion, dark period from like 2000, dark period, 2006 to like 2017, where hip hop fucking sucked. But like, man, Eminem was like, he was one of the goats. His fall off was fucking bad, dude. I think his last good album was Recovery, and that was like in 2009 or something.
I think so. Well, he's still good at what he did. So the diss track he did was this was actually a few years ago too. The diss track he did with Machine Gun Kelly.
MGK, bro, eviscerated MGK to the point where he had to switch genres. This is what, because I was an MGK fan. I liked MGK, but yeah, that was fucking brutal. That was brutal.
I was like, bro, he killed that shit, bro. Like the way he did that shit was fucking wild. He just fucking he eviscerated him so bad, like you said, he went to a whole. He's not even a rapper no more, bro.
Yeah, dude, he does like fucking wannabe punk rock and shit now. Like he went from spitting bars to picking up a guitar. Like
bro, he's like, all right, I'm done. He's like, all right, Eminem got me, bro. The same thing. Eminem actually. I don't know if you probably don't remember this one, but there's a rapper by the name of Benzino.
No, I've never been.
It's an older rapper. Like this is back in like in the 90s, early 2000s. And he had beef with Eminem, and he did a diss track, and Eminem got him back. And ever since then, we haven't heard nothing from Benzino. Matter of fact, the only thing we know, his daughter, I didn't notice until like later, until I found out after she got really popping. What is her name? I just got her name? What is her name? What is that rapper's name? Benzino has a daughter that mentioned Eminem. That actually she kind of raps a little bit. What is her name? Jesus Christ. I just had it. It's at the tip of my damn tongue.
While you're thinking of it, I was straight up listening to fucking like switching back and forth between Tyler the Creator and Missy Elliott earlier. I was like, I'm digging on both. Like,
hey,
I'm
nice.
Missy Elliott, greatest female rapper of all time. Facts.
Hey, thank you, Vegeta, for coming by. I appreciate you. Enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. You have a good night. But yeah, MGK. See, they always try to go for Eminem's daughter. Like that's the crazy part. Like they always do that. Try to go for Eminem's daughter, Haley. I'm like, bro, that's the worst thing you can do. Like that nigga's
yeah, dude, you can say so much shit, but like Eminem got a threshold. Like he'll take a lot of fucking shit, but like that's everyone knows that's his one thing. Like that is his trigger. You bring up Haley, and you are about to experience a fucking like afterlife session.
bro.
He's going to verbally murder you. You're gonna be sent to the fucking shadow realm.
Bro, like he's the only person that you like that I've seen battle, bro. Like that other people's like, man, I can't fuck with this dude. Like they just go down. Like, some people they get a little, how when that you get a little bit popping, everybody starts looking at your stuff more because, oh, you're going against this other rapper. Okay, let's see who you are. Oh, okay, then the numbers kind of go up a little bit. You go against Eminem, it's a death sentence, bro. Like your numbers just just tank. Like your numbers go up and then it's just like a roller coaster. Up and then it just dips straight down. Nobody cares. You're done. That's
Yeah,
it. You're
and
done.
you could do like, oh, Kendrick versus Drake, whatever. Like I'm not a Drake fan at all. I've always thought Drake fucking sucked. I think Drake is like one of the beginnings of the downfall of fucking hip hop. So like when Kendrick
Fair.
came out and he did that fucking diss on Drake, I was like, I mean, yeah, it's good, it's fine, but Drake always fucking sucked. Like if I want to see Kendrick get a fucking challenge, you need to go after Tech, you need to go after fucking Eminem, you
Mm.
need to go after KRS-One, you need to go after somebody that's actually a fucking good musician.
True. I think, well, I think the reason why him and Drake got into it, because Drake actually worked with him at one point, and Kendrick worked together at one point. They got their songs that there's like Drake is okay. And let me back up, because Drake, as far as music goes, Drake is okay. He's definitely, I would consider him on the pop side of rap, right? He's definitely,
For sure.
if somebody was like, never heard rap before a day in their life, I would say, okay, I would start you off with, you would basically be the starter kit. Drake is like the starter kit. Give him some light songs from Drake, and then if you want to get into some deeper shit, you know what I'm saying? Then yeah, then we'll go into other people like Kendrick. We'll go into other rappers like, and if you want to go like you said, Missy Elliott, she was good too. Um,
When it comes to women, I
Timberland,
think she's the GOAT. I really do. I think Missy Elliott is the GOAT when it comes to
uh,
women.
Timberland, that era. Oh man, Timberland is one of the best
No,
rapper producers.
Timbaland does this song. Like, I don't know if you're familiar with the fucking like emo band She Wants Revenge.
Uh-uh.
So the emo as fuck. They do like lots of like songs about goth and death and whatnot. But Timbaland did a song with them called Time. Is like Timbaland's best song because you've got this dope ass fucking like emo hip hop beat and
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
going in. When you switch to
yeah.
the chorus, you've got like some actual like emo singing stuff. Then it goes back, dude. Check out the song "Time" by Timbaland featuring She Wants Revenge. It's a fucking banger. Also, Paul Byersmith, fuck you.
Damn. I mean, but
He's from Philly and I'm from right outside KC. So like that Super Bowl was he and I IRL best friends, sure, but on that day we was fucking enemies and fuck.
yeah, I feel it.
Uh,
But he's not wrong though. Drake did kind of get that.
oh, he did, yeah.
Yeah, he did
I
get
just been
fucked.
fucking bringing up the Chiefs.
Yeah, fair enough, fair. But like Timbaland, like honestly, Timbo is like from a producer standpoint, one of the best producers outside of
Just
Pharrell.
like Kanye.
Pharrell.
People can talk all the shit they want on Kanye being like all crashing out and shit. Like, man, what was
Oh,
it?
his older stuff
Production,
is amazing. His
dude.
older stuff is.
Old school Kanye was like prodigy level shit.
Mm-hmm. 808s and Heartbreak was good too. I like some of his stuff. Love Lockdown was one of my favorites from that one. When he first started, he was really good with sampling shit. Um, who was another one? Pharrell Williams,
I like Pharrell a lot.
Nerd, Nerd.
I need to see his biopic. I really want to see his. It's all done in Lego and shit. I can't believe I missed that in theaters. But yeah, dude, Pharrell just seems like a fun guy. I can't imagine myself getting a drink with Pharrell, but I can imagine myself playing like PS2 with him. You know what I mean? Like
Right?
he just seems nice.
Yeah, chill. It just seems like a chill dude and just be vibing. Like he's created like a lot of hits. Him with when he did Neptunes. Oh man, that shit was crazy. He's got some hits, man. There was oh
Heard
man,
from in ages. I don't even know if he's around anymore.
who?
Most Def. Haven't heard anything out of Most
Oh
Def.
shit, him. I haven't heard from him either. I know
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes used to be legit.
Oh yeah. Does Busta still do stuff? I mean,
Yeah,
he used to fucking murder.
yeah. Busta still does stuff every so often. Yeah, NERD was good. Yeah, Nerd was good. There's a song that I like. That's a good strip club song. There's a song from Nerd called "She Wants to Move." That song is a look that song up whenever you get a chance, and imagine that song being played in the strip club. Like that song would work. That song is definitely it's a good sensual rockish type song with a nice little energetic beat. It's fun. But like that was good. Neptunes was a good one. I remember when Neptunes it was like a thing where trying to figure out who was producing back in the day. Who's some good producers? Scott Storch was another good one.
I'm not familiar with him.
White boy. He was a white guy, or I think he was either white or Italian. Scott Storch. He would
Italian's a type of white, off white, but still white.
true. He was he did some stuff for Chris Brown. He did some stuff for back in the day, back in the Gap. Like he's done some other stuff before. He's got a list of
Yeah,
them.
that's one I couldn't get in, man. I was never a Chris Brown fan, but I think that's a good thing because, like, I'm not saying he's not talented,
Yeah.
but like his music's for women. Like if you a white dude and you like Chris Brown, you're probably a fucking I don't know if I can say the
Do it.
F word on this. You're probably a homo. Like I don't think white dudes should be Chris Brown fans.
You know what? I honestly, here's the thing. Breezy is actually he's a really good artist, right? He's a good R&B artist. He can also he's really good. Like dancing, his dancing is great, right? He's definitely like if I were to say like
He's for sure talented.
He's definitely like the Michael Jackson of our time, right? So
Nah, I honestly think Justin Timberlake's the Michael Jackson of our time.
okay, I can kind of see that, but like
I'll give you like maybe Prince.
Prince, okay, I can see that, but Breezy was definitely.
Ironically, I actually like Prince more than Michael Jackson, but anyway, go on.
Fair enough. But Breezy was has definitely been, that man works. Like this man has a catalog of shit. Okay, you don't understand. Like if you go and look and like how many songs like Chris Brown has featured, like even with his features, this man has work for days. And the irony about this is people still bring up his thing with Rihanna, right? I shit you not. There's people out there, especially.
I'll be real, dude. I didn't give a fuck about it even back then. I was like, oh, so he beat the shit out of Rihanna, and maybe this is where me being a misogynist all started. My immediate thought was, what the fuck did she do? Like,
the funny part.
I imagine he didn't just haul off and start hulking out of nowhere. He didn't just come in like she burnt the pasta or whatever, and so he just started swinging. Like I'm not saying it's right to beat the fuck out of Rihanna. All I'm saying is, Umbrella was a shitty song. Maybe she deserved it. Like,
but hey, you know what? Hey, it's a little catchy. I ain't gonna lie. The song's kind of catchy, but funny.
I like Umbrella, and I like Pond to Replay. Do you remember Pond to Replay? I think.
Oh yeah, that was her first. That was her debut hit. Yeah. Now here, funny you mentioned about what did she do. So in an interview some years later after that, because people kept trying to use that against him or whatever. In an interview, he stated that that he had hit her too. So they were having a dispute and she hauled off on him as well. You know what I'm saying? So they were both kind of like arguing, and I'm like, and people conveniently forget that part. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to hear that.
Yeah, like if she started it, I mean, man should never hit a woman first, at least in my opinion. That's a mark of a pitiful man. But a woman hauls off and does some shit to you, like, self-defense is a thing. Obviously, Chris Brown, he's a fit motherfucker, and he fucked her up pretty bad. Like, you see those photos, he fucked her up. There's probably some excessive force there, but by the same token, I don't think she's exactly innocent. Whatever, misogynist Leon.
Yeah, no, hey, no, you're not misogynist. I mean, honestly, I like, especially in my line of work, man, I've seen a lot of shit, bro. Like, and even before then, like when I went through it with my ex, like I started realizing a lot of shit, bro. Like, oh, we'll get into that in a second. We won't get into that, the red pill stuff. But yeah, Chris Brown is definitely a good one. But yeah, he definitely wasn't. He wasn't. People try to make him out as a villain, but like if you look at his work ethic, this man is still working, still talented, and Rihanna hasn't made anything since her last album. So in my mind, it makes you wonder. Exactly. So in my mind, you kind of like, it makes you wonder who's really guilty, But that's just me. I'm still a fan of Chris Brown's voice. He's got a good voice. Bill Burr said the same shit.
Man, I can't believe we went this whole conversation and didn't bring up Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's he's a fucking master. Lil Wayne, he could do it all, bro. I've mad respect. Dude is also a prodigy. Like, dude can fucking rap. He's sophisticated. He can play the guitar.
Yeah, and skate. I think he's skateboard too.
Dudes with grills and dreads that can spit like him. Do you know can play the fucking guitar?
Yeah, Wayne was
a bass. I mean a legit 6-string.
Yo, and this dude was fucking crazy. Like the dude, his freestyle ability is fucking crazy. I remember back in the Gap when Lil Wayne first started, man, and he used to do those mixtape. I kind of low key missed the mixtape era when it came down to music, man, because what Lil Wayne used to do, he would take your shit and he would take a song if he liked it and he would do like a remix to it, like a verse to it, and that was it. it was an honor. You wanted Lil Wayne to take your shit.
Yeah.
We
kind kind of have that back with like the SoundCloud era in terms of people are doing it, but in my opinion, it's
Yeah.
not the same. They're not doing it as well. Like it's more. I don't know if it's because I'm an old curmudgeony bitch and I don't like music being made on computers and shit like that, but it's. I see the attempt is there, and for some of these people, the heart's there. But then you
Yeah.
also get these like homo ass white boys with fucking rainbow hair and tattoos on their face, and I'm like, nah, that shit's gay as fuck, bro.
I like the fact that it's being made in computers now. Like, I do like the accessibility part. I do like that.
Well, when it's good, I do. I feel the problem is that so much of it's a sea of generic shit that
Yeah.
like it makes it harder to find the good. Because you sent me your track the other day, I fucking dug it. I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like
Yeah.
even if you weren't my homie, if someone just sent me that fucking track, I'd have been like, ooh, I could bop to this. This is fucking good. Like, but you made a good fucking product. I would just say that most of the shit isn't, unfortunately.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I appreciate that. And that's one of the things I try to uh to put out there good music, man. Because I've had moments, I've seen shitty music, and as a DJ, bro, I've had people come up to me with shit, bro, with stuff, and I'm like, what in the absolute buttery fuck is this shit, bro? Like, what are
I've
we
never heard
doing?
that term. You said it twice tonight, and I guarantee goddamn to you, it's just gonna slip in my vocabulary. I'm gonna start saying buttery. Like, god damn it, LG. But anyway, go on.
Like, I hate that shit, bro. Like, it's just like, and I try to be respectful to folks. Like, one thing about me, right? I try to be respectful. Okay. For those who don't know, like, I've had people think I'm too nice, but I'm like, it's because I try to treat people with respect. So, like, and as a creative myself, I do understand the creative pursuit, and I do understand not everybody's there, but I do understand the creative, like when people have that heart to want to create. So my heart goes out to creative people. But it's one thing when you're trying and and it doesn't necessarily land, but you want to get better. But it's another thing when you think your shit is like the best shit out and it's not. And
Oh,
you're
dude, for sure. Look at my old videos compared. And I'm not saying mine are the fucking best or anything right now. Clearly, I got a long way to go and whatnot. But if you look at my old videos compared to now, like you could see throughout time the effort's there. The camera quality is better. The mic quality is better. I end up having a fucking background, and then that background, this is not good enough. I upgrade that going forward. And there's the streams go on. You start getting openings. You start getting theme music. Now you start putting clips in there. The editing gets better. Like there's got to be a progression because once you fucking stagnate, bro, it's over. Like people get on to like, oh, well, Green Day made American Idiot, and that album's so fucking gay compared to their old punk stuff. It's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not particularly a Green Day fan, but you can't just do the same fucking thing forever. Like you
right.
have to keep evolving. Now it doesn't mean you're gonna get better. Sometimes you do shit and it don't fucking work. Fall Out Boy's Follow You Do album, not Follow You Do, Donnie With a Catch or whatever. Like that album fucking sucks, and I'm a Fall Out Boy fan. But you know what? At least I still feel like they were trying. They just tried really bad. It just turned out bad.
Yeah, see, there's a difference between that. Like, there's a difference between like, hey, this is an effort and it's coming from the heart versus, okay, this is kind of like corporate slop. This is like, all right, this ain't that good. There's no energy behind it. It's bullshit. It's cookie cutter. Everybody else is doing XYZ. You know what I'm saying?
Movies now.
That part.
Compare Iron Man or even the Avengers to the shit coming out now. It's assembly line slop.
True. Right. It's assembly, and I'm glad you put it like that. Assembly line is the best way to put it because it's okay. We got the formula. We got to do this. Then this happens. Then at this time this happens, and it's like that works. It works when it works, but when it doesn't, hey, sometimes you guys gotta switch it up. Sometimes you gotta add a little bit of add something else in there that's gonna make it different. That's gonna make it pop. And I think a lot of the problems is what a lot of people they don't know how to create. And that's part of the issue that I've dealt with a lot of these people on YouTube is there's people that will do shit and that will start drama, right? And I get it. There's people that do drama farming and all of that stuff, like the fucking tabloids. They do the celebrity tabloids and shit. Like like when you go to like Walmart and you see those like those magazines that like have those fucking wild ass headlines.
Did J-Lo gain 50 pounds? Open
right.
Page 32. Like,
right, that type of shit, right? And even then, it was still fucking bullshit. But it was like, bro, like I get it. We've been doing it for a while, like, but it's just find something else to do, bro. Like that shit doesn't last.
I wouldn't consider what I'm not saying you were saying this about me, mind. I was just talking. I was like, I wouldn't consider what I do drama farming so much just because you're right. You're so much nicer and more respectful than me. Like I'm a fucking dick. I will go on X and I will just pop off and say some ridiculous shit because I fucking find it funny. It's like I ain't trying to get like start drama and make me X famous and be like, oh look at this beef, it'll be good for content. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a dick because it's fun. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And to be fair, sometimes I get put in my place like a motherfucker. So you gotta be able to take it if you're gonna dish it out, you know.
Fair. No, I agree. Like me, it's not.
I'm a straight asshole, bro.
I do no. I do try to be. I try to be respectful at first, but see, if you've ever noticed, right? If you ever noticed, when I am
trying to be respectful, then Frog Tony shows up and you're like, all right, let's light some motherfuckers on fire.
Exactly. Fuck that nigga because there's a list there's a length that goes to it. You know what I'm saying? So like you've ever noticed that when it comes to certain people. There's certain people when it's fuck you to certain people, it's because they've earned that spot. You know what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying. So that's why like I try to give everybody general respect until they start doing stupid shit. Once again, like the Frog Tony idiot, which is he's probably still watching right now. And I don't give a fuck because now what he's done is literally, I shit you not, dude is literally gone. I don't think you've seen this. So I gotta catch you up on this one story. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, go for it because I ain't followed the Frog Tony lore in a couple months. So
okay, so this was about a few months ago, right? So you remember when I did the Strip Club Chronicles with Valentina, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was in that stream actually. I wasn't on. I think I was actually watching live. But yeah.
Yeah. So I did the one with Valentina, and we was like, you know, where we sitting there talking about some stuff, right? It was like a multi-parter. So I edited the second part where, and the title I put is "She Doesn't Date DJs," right? And she basically, there's a clip in there, a part of the clip where she says, you know, I was joking with her and I was like, hey, look, you know, I was like about me shooting my shot or whatever, right? And she was like, well, nah, she's like, no disrespect, I don't date DJs, you know, I don't date, and she also says I don't date managers, I don't date, you know, whoever, like people that I work with, because, you know, basically, you know, she had a situation where she dated a manager.
And you gotta like deal with them and like
and basically she ended up getting fired from her one other club she worked at because you know when the breakup got really bad. So I'm like, okay, cool, that was a point. But I made the title "She Doesn't Date DJs." You know, as into like, you know, I wouldn't say clickbait,
tongue-in-cheek sort of thing.
Yeah, it wasn't clickbait, but it was just to kind of like get attention, right? So this little nigga, he's been going through my old videos, by the way, and he happens to see that one. And I knew, in the back of my mind, I knew that he was going to do it. So he did it, and he was like going back and forth. And I don't pay attention to this dude. I had another friend by the name of T-Matt. Shout out to him. He happened to see it, and he put showing a clip of him talking shit. You know, as he was watching my video, talking shit about what he'll do with Valentina. He's like, I do this to Valentina, and this is before he showed his face. Okay, Frog Tony never showed his face even on his own stream. So a few days later, he had went to a podcast, right? And to where he had to show his face and he was on camera. So I saw his face. This nigga was missing teeth, okay? This nigga's teeth looked like a fucking rake, okay? You ever seen like a rake with the space in between the bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used this joke before. It looked like he's a Mexican dude, like of Mexican descent or Latino descent. I was like, dude, this dude looks like he put rocks in his tacos. Okay, and eats them hoes, okay? This dude looks like he's been eating Corona bottle caps, okay? Like, you know how people open the bottle caps with their mouth?
Fucking dinner, Frog Tony at Rocco Bell, like
that part. So I got a screenshot of what he looks like, and I happened to tell Valentina to be a little petty, right? I said, hey Valentina, so you know that video that we put out, with you talking with me and whatnot.
Bro, I can see where this is going. Let's go.
And I showed her what he looked like. I shit you not. She started laughing, and she said, and I'm partially quoting this right. She said, "Well, he's got to pick a struggle. He can't be broke and ugly at the same time."
She ain't fucking wrong though, like, cause like here's one. You gotta be 2 of the 3 if you're a dude. You could be rich, you could be funny, and you could be talented, right? Like you gotta have like handsome. You gotta be rich, funny, or handsome. You get 2 of the 3. You could be broke, but if you're handsome and you're funny, you're in. You could be like you gotta have two of the
Some
three. Almost nobody got all three. Plenty of fucking rich, handsome dudes ain't funny at all. Look at the vast majority of fucking Hollywood. Or you got someone like Adam Sandler, who's rich and funny, but I wouldn't exactly call him a fucking looker. So
fair.
and these you got two of the three, and you can pull some nines and tens. Anything if you only got one or less,
That's
0 to 8, that's your upper limit, and we've been real generous with an 8 if you've only got one.
Yeah, fair. Tony has 0 out of 3. Fair. It's like Moses himself, part of Frog Tony's teeth. Damn, bro.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. And what's crazy is like you got people
I
like
hate people
your
that.
fraud Tony is my JDA John Delarose.
Oh
Like if you watch my
God,
early videos
fuck
and
that,
shit,
bro.
I would use Bounding in the Comics as a source, and I'd be like, this fucking douchebag John Delarose. Yeah, it got to a point where I like quit using Bounding in the Comics.
Yeah.
Then new management took over. My homie Spence took over,
Shout out to
and it was
Spence.
like things changed overnight. And so fucking now me and JDA we've been going back and forth and whatnot, but now I made a video about him. It was like I think it may have been the first time I ever made like a call out video on a creator. I maybe, because I wouldn't consider Alyssa a creator or anything like that. So I think the very first time I ever made a call out video on a creator was the one I did on JDA. And bro, he got pissed. He got pissy. I did the smart thing. Like he's like, oh, you wouldn't say this to my face. So I brought him on the show. We're calm. We're cordial. It was what it was. We appreciate it. He followed me on X. We had polite conversations, though I was still talking shit on like his beliefs and whatnot, because I fundamentally disagree with him. But man, then just started compounding and escalating, and now we're at this point where I look at him, I'm like, yo, you were the Wolverine to my Magneto. I know Magneto's the bad guy, whatever.
Yeah.
Magneto could tear Wolverine apart, so I'm gonna say I'm Magneto because there ain't no way to do touching me. Like I am fucking. It was fun fucking with him for the longest time just because he gets so upset he's spaghetti, what a fucking baby. Then the motherfucker calls me a pedo. It's like, all right, gloves
That's it.
off.
Yeah,
like,
that was it. Nah, I couldn't.
Go the fuck, like, bring it to the streets, you fat Latino bitch.
Now, there's certain things you don't play with. A lot of people don't understand that, right? This is the thing when it comes, like, people start throwing shit out nowadays, and people don't get it. There's certain things you don't fuck with, right? There's certain, because words mean stuff, right? When you call somebody a pedo or pedophile, there's something that goes into it. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You got to be able to prove stuff like that. When you call people racist, that's why people don't trip now when they say racist as much, because it's like they used to mean something. When I'm thinking racist, I'm thinking of somebody who hates somebody because of skin color, skin tone. Okay, and yes, black people can be racist. And matter of fact, people don't realize this. Black people and Asians have been going at it for fucking years.
Okay? Yes, they have. Which is why Assassin's Creed Shadows is hilarious. But go on.
That part. But people have been literally like it's been a back and forth thing for years. And for you to sit up here and for anybody to say that, oh, well, black people can't be racist. This is the thing that I dealt with back in like 2017, 2018, right? With the black girl gamers and the whole cookout bullshit. It was like, oh, well, black people can't be racist because systemic. I'm like, man, fuck all that shit, bro. The very second, okay, that I think that I'm better than Leon because I'm black, and I mean, and I'm not talking about just jokes. What jokes is different, okay? Like on a serious tone.
You and I have made whether it be on streams or behind the scenes we're talking, we made jokes. Why? Because we're fucking chill. We're cool. We're homies. Do the same thing to Mugen Lord or Abomination AJ or
that part.
And Jesus Christ, I get loads of fucking jokes thrown at me from like Caden and Trace and shit. And like it's all fun. It's funny. Like we're all homies. There's a difference between that and like actual like racism. You hate someone because their skin color. No, that's fucking retarded. That's dumb. Anybody in like the quote unquote anti-woke space will of course disavow real racism. The problem is, man, ain't no fucking such thing as real racism if you keep diluting it.
Yeah, that part. And that's the biggest issue with a lot of this stuff. So when you make these claims, you have to have some kind of proof right now, right? And a lot of when it comes down to stuff like that, there's certain things you don't play with. Like, we're calling people pedophiles and all that stuff. You don't why would you do some shit like that? Why would you sit up here and people don't realize when it comes to men and getting these accusations, we get like if anything happens to us, like we get thrown under the bus, right? So you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful of how certain shit you just don't fucking play with. You know what I'm saying? So like when they called you, like when JDA called you that shit, I was like, nah, bro, you gotta have some proof behind that. You know what I'm saying? I already didn't like what he was talking about when it came down to a lot of the bullshit. I already knew he didn't play games. And that's been my biggest problem with this anti-woke shit, the woke and anti-woke dumb shit, because both sides have people invested into this shit that don't play games. That has been my biggest thing that I've noticed. I don't care if you're Grums. I don't care if you're JDA. I don't care if you're Alyssa Mercante. All that shit, bro.
I agree with that entirely. It's like
I
ain't
don't.
enough motherfuckers on quote unquote our side. Not like saying our side, I think that's gay as
Yeah.
shit, but ain't enough motherfuckers on our side that are willing to call out the people also on our side. Now obviously that ain't everyone. Like Hypno calls out motherfuckers all the time, doesn't matter what side you're on. Cassie calls out motherfuckers all the time, doesn't matter what side you're on. But you got people that just are gonna sit there, they're gonna I wanna rock the boat, the enemy, my enemies, my friends. Like, no. There's motherfuckers in here that are gonna poison this movement. Like, if you want to sit there and gargle Grum's balls, I guess what? I can't take you serious on anything else. Like, look, I ain't got no personal beef with Endymion. I've streamed with him once. He was nice to me. I got no fucking issue with him as a person. That being said, I at this point do not take him seriously in this when he claims something is woke, something is bad. I've got insiders. I ain't taking any of that seriously because you are ball gargling the people that are actively making this shit worse, and you are not doing a call out or condemnation. Like, the whole reason people like we hate the left because the left is cutting kids' cocks off. Like, to be fair, that's actually a fringe minority part of the left. But the problem is most of the people on the left aren't calling out the people that do.
Yeah.
So you got to fucking police your own side. You can't just gatekeep from them. You also got to gatekeep within. Gatekeeping a good thing.
Yeah, I agree, and that was been my biggest thing when it comes down to this stuff, man. It's like, like a lot of people don't like if you have a certain ideology. Okay, if you don't agree with something, like if I don't understand something, I'm gonna ask you. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I don't agree with something, I don't agree with it. Like, you know, when it came when like because people were getting mad at me about the whole Grum situation at one point because I didn't say much, and I'm like, this is one of the things I hate with people on the internet sometimes. Sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, well, you got to talk about why don't you talk about this? Why don't you talk about that?" First off, I'm only one person. Okay, let me make that clear. I'm only one dude. I don't see everything. Okay, and not everything, and kind of like what you talk about in your stuff, right? Sometimes there's certain things that you bring, like some people might bring up that you don't want to talk about, or it may not interest you like that.
I only cover shit that's interesting to me. Like, there's a reason I have not talked about Alyssa Mercante in God knows how long in my videos because she's not interesting to me anymore. She used to be. It used to be fun. Now, I don't care about her and Smash's fucking lawsuit. I mean, Smash my friend, so I want to go as well, and I care about it on a personal level because I don't want to see my friend, lose a lawsuit or anything. But like in general, now it is boring to me. Like I cover what I find interesting, you cover what you find interesting, and for full transparency, because you guys can go look at my old videos and see, I used to be a Grums supporter. I was a Grums fan. I was actually a Grums fan way back in the day before he got banned off Twitter. Back when it was still Twitter, he was actually consistent saying the shit then that he's saying now. The problem is, like any rational, intelligent individual, once certain information comes to light, once you take on that new information, once you critically think about it, your opinion you should be able to change your opinion. My opinion on Grums has changed. I used to, and I've defended Grums. I've said good things about Grums. However, all the new information that's come out has been like, look, even sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. I'll say when he's right, I'll say when he's wrong, but I'm not a Grums fan, not a Grums supporter. In fact, I'm gonna be real, I'm kind of a fucking hater at this point. Now, if he says something that's correct, I will still say, broken clock, right twice a day, he's right on this one, whatever. But like in general, my opinion has changed. Why has my opinion changed? Because I was confronted with new information, and rather than digging my heels in and singing to an echo chamber, I'm like, you know what? This changes some shit. Let's go ahead and reevaluate.
Like, because people kept bringing up to me about his game thing, and I'm like, bro, y'all don't understand. Like, personally, and I've told people this several times, and people got mad at me for it, and I'm like, I don't care, right? I didn't follow Grums because of his game, okay? That was just me. I saw some of the stuff that he posted on X, and I was like, okay, that's agreeable. Like, he has a point here, when it came down to the woke stuff. But like, and I even made a post recently about within the past month. Look, Grums, finish if that is true that your game, because I don't know about your game. If it's true that you're holding your game hostage for people that's supporting it, fix your game. You know what I'm saying? Get your game finished. Do what you need to do. Get it out there. You know what I'm saying? But if you still want to cover,
I didn't follow him for his game, and I also he's scamming people. I won't lie, I don't give a fuck. Like, is that wrong? Yes, objectively that's wrong. But I wasn't one of the people scammed. I don't support crowdfunding 9 times out of 10. It has to be something I really believe in. I didn't even know he was making a game, and like there are people that find that interesting that want to cover it. I don't cover shit I don't find interesting, and if you want me to cover it, just like dude, my heart wouldn't be in it because I'm not excited about the topic. It would be inauthentic. If you want authenticity, by all means, come to my channel. You will always get authenticity.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna cover shit I don't find interesting because that's like view farming and shit. And I don't agree with that. I just like folk want to do it, go for it. But I want people to know that if I'm talking about something, it is because I care about it. I don't give a fuck about a game I never would have played. There's plenty of Kickstarter scams. They happen all the time. I care about the culture war shit about what he was saying. And guess what?
Yeah.
A lot of that shit's wrong too. And I'm gonna focus on that. When he posted, when we fucking showed the letter of that like fake NDA or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck you doing? Like, do you realize this is how you fucking torch a movement? Like, is you share dumb shit like this? And to me, that was interesting. A Kickstarter scam, bro. This happened all the time. To me, that is uninteresting.
Yeah, fair enough, and that's fair. Like that was my big thing. Like I said, I pick and choose when I want to talk about stuff, and I've had people be like, "Oh, well, you side with this person." No, I don't. Like that doesn't necessarily mean I side with people. Like, and I even make that clear. And it's like people just on the internet, people, because you got these people that are hate watchers, or that's my other thing too, right? When it comes down to these so-called people that want to what's the word? They want to discover the truth about somebody or try to expose people. I don't like those types of people. I'm very leery about those types of people. Those people that try to, I'm searching for the quote unquote truth, and I'm using that in massive air quotes for this. And I don't like those type of people, because especially when it's people that that are not known, or like I have a big thing. Like I always say this all the time. Like if you see me like on my tweets on posts or on X, like the people that try to talk shit about me, it's always like try to call me ugly or try to use my profile picture as a gotcha or whatever. It's always people that don't have. Again,
no homo, but you're like you're not an attractive guy. Like you're a very again. I'm trying not to say that sound like a flaming fucking.
No. You're good. You're good. Go for it.
Like we were talking earlier about like Henry Cavill and shit. Like if I was just to see a profile picture of you and didn't know you, I'd be like, yeah, he's good looking. He's fine. I'm sure he fucks. You know.
Right. But like my biggest thing with all of this shit is, it's like, how do I put this? Don't like the people that talk shit about me, like about you. Like I made this post. I think what's his name loves Master Hobo loves it all the time. And I made this post a while back in regards to the Ripper versus Tractors. Everybody that hated Eric July was either some failed or failing comic book pro. All right. They don't have any content. If they did have content, it was like low hanging fruit. It was bullshit, all of that. And it was people that always hit their face. That's exactly what it was. Right. And I haven't been too far off yet. And that's exactly what it comes with a lot of these people that try to find the truth about Grums and all of this stuff. I'm like, what are you doing outside of trying to expose other people? Right. And I always say this all the time. Y'all got to be careful trying to expose folks all the time. Right. Because you better make sure your closet's clean. Because 9 out of 10, the people that are trying to do all of this exposing, they got their own problems and they just use Grums.
They got, yes. Yeah. Like let's use Smash JT as an example. Like here's the first of all, I don't like exposing people. I like covering the fucking news, and only if it's news. Like I said, I find it interesting. Now Smash JT, will use him as an example, and this is a hypothetical. This is not real, just so everybody fucking knows. It's hypothetical. Yes. Let's say Smash JT cheated on his fucking wife, right? And all these motherfuckers are gonna fucking cover it. Well, smash my homie, smash my friend. I would like. To his face, I tell him, like, man, dude, that's fucked up. That's not okay. I condemn that. Like, I heavily disagree with that. It's also not gonna ruin our friendship because people make mistakes, whatever. Just, like, whether you think it's right or wrong doesn't matter. Like, I'm not gonna try to expose anyone. I'm not gonna cut ties with someone if they do something wrong, unless it's egregious. You murder somebody, you fuck a kid. All right, yeah. We cutting ties. But someone's like, yeah, I'm cheating on my wife, so now I'm getting a divorce. I'd be like, well, you brought that on yourself, but because we're still cool, we're still friends. You didn't do anything to me, and you know, I wouldn't find that newsworthy or interesting or something like that, you know.
But then then you have people that are like, oh well, that's the word I'm looking for, virtue signaling. It's online virtue signaling, and that's what people like. A lot of people fuck up friendships over this shit because they'll sit up here and that was my biggest thing. It's like, you try to be cool with folks, and then they try to they turn out to be virtue signaling bullshit, and and it makes it hard. And I think we kind of talked about this at one point, like off stream a while back, that it kind of makes it hard for you to connect with people, like especially with streaming and content creation, because you never know what people are just trying to look for. Gotcha.
Yeah, you never know if people are real or not. Like, you got to get a feel. Like, there's a reason I built the Countercast crew, of which you're a part of,
Yes.
with the people I did. Like whether you now there's some people I would have liked to be in there, but they're just massively different time zones. They got their own stream schedules and whatnot. Like, there's Hypno is not part of the Countercast crew. It's not because I don't trust her like Hypno. No, Hypno is one of my fucking best friends. I adore that motherfucker. He does 3 videos a day. He does his own streams. He got his own thing going. But like fucking. You're part of the Countercast crew. Vex is, Nadia is, Spend. So like, all these fucking people that I know, I trust, I feel like are not gonna versus they're my people. If we fucking rolling up in the battle, these are the motherfuckers I'm giving a gun and saying you watch my six. Like it's people that I trust and fucking value. And I'll stream other people. I love a lot of other people. I get on very well with very other people, but you aren't part of my crew. You aren't part of the like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trust you not to stab me in the back. You ain't gonna know my fucking where I live. You ain't gonna know personal
information.
If you want to send me something, in the mail, I'm probably actually giving you my dad's address. Shit like that.
fair, as it should. I mean, it's hard it's hard with a lot of content creation. Because matter of fact, I do have some of my older videos where I actually went through some shit with some people that I actually met in real life that turned into that type of stuff, and it bothered me. And this was like right after the time I broke up with my ex at the time, and it was like within a year's time of after that happening, and it was a lot going on, and it hurt because it was like those are the people that you expect to kind of like get in, you have your back, and and then when you do have people like I said, going back a little bit to the Frog Tony bullshit, that when I put out my old videos, one of the things that I kind of considered when I did my old videos was that somebody's going to take what I did out of context. And
for sure, I've not only have I had that fear, I 100% had that happen to me. People try and post clips of being like, "Oh, look, you said this." It's like, well, yeah, that's a 40-second clip from a 3-hour fucking stream. Like,
yeah, and we were talking about something else. Context, please.
Yeah, you're obfuscating some shit, and like it's fucking insane to me because there's like, again, I'm like you. I've been fucking blessed and whatnot to find actual friends within content creation, people that are like, yo, these are my people. Several of us are gonna be getting together in Vegas in a couple weeks, and we're gonna be partying our ass off. We're gonna have a good time, and like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. My crew are my friends. There's no like the internet aspect of it doesn't fucking matter. And when you find those sorts of those folks, I mean, I don't know, the idea of them turning on you and whatnot to me is like, I don't even consider it a possibility. I do not think for a moment there will come a day when Vex Electronica is like, time to expose Leon for being a fake anti-woke grifter who actually really secretly loves lesbians in video games. It's like, anything I tell my fucking crew, and they won't say anything to say because I trust them not to use it against me or whatever,
Yeah, it sucks when it happens because it's like I've gotten to the point. That's why like it took me a minute to like. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get a hold of people sometimes because it's like I'm not, like I said, you see how like I've been nice with people, but I don't like going off on people sometimes, like because when I get there, I'm not nice. Like when I get there, I don't care. That's why when Frog Tony got mad at me, he got mad because I called him a wetback, and he literally said, and the video's gone now because the person that was streaming it, she doesn't she's a drama tuber, but she stopped doing YouTube because of drama. Go figure. But she like basically there was like, oh well, I don't respect you. I don't do this, that, and the third. I said, bro, out of respect, hey, look, I'm no longer homeless. You're using this, the video where I talked about where I was homeless to try to make that a thing, make that stick.
We made fucking jokes about it on my show.
Yeah, exactly. We did, and like we joked about it, but that, like I said, there's a difference between me and you, and then me and him. You know what I'm saying? I knew what he was doing it for.
That's what I'm saying. Is like homie could try and call you, like actually use that shit in your past against you, and like call you homeless and whatnot. You come on my show, I was like, hey, this motherfucker's homeless. That's actually a green screen. He's in the alley behind the Starbucks.
Right.
It's like
it's a different it's a different it's a different vibe. So like so when I called him that, I'm like, bro, like he said, oh, I don't respect you. So I'm like, I called him a fucking wetback, and everybody's like, oh no, well you shouldn't do. I'm like, don't tell me. You don't get to sit up here, and this is the problem with people in society now. You don't get to sit up here and poke and prod people, and then turn around and tell them how they need to react. Okay, I'm gonna use you for an example, Leon. I'm not gonna sit up here keep picking on you, right? Keep talking shit about you, pulling out private information on you, and then turn around and be like, well, why is Leon, going off on me? He shouldn't be, Leon, you should be a better man than that. You know what I'm saying? You should be better than that because you're out. No.
Because I trust you and respect you. If you say some out of pocket shit on X, I'm gonna fucking quote tweet and be like, I love LG. He my homie, but this shit's fucked up. I disagree. I've done it to Hypno. I've done it to Cassie. Like,
Yeah.
I'll call my friends that. Just calling out your friends doesn't mean you fucking, disagree with them or you hate them or whatnot. Like
Yeah.
some motherfucker, that Fratanga bitch, was like throwing shade at Cult Classic Cage. Being like, you hang out with all the fucking Grum supporters when you're trying to, play it safe for your anti-woke friends. Even so, it doesn't even matter if you're anti-Grums because you're playing. It's like, fuck you. My best friend, Paul Byersmith. I don't know if he's still in the chat or
Yes,
whatnot. But if you are, Paul, well, my best friend, guess what? Ardent fucking Democrat. Voted Hillary. Voted motherfucking Biden. The whole line. Obvious fucking Trump supporter. Guess what? We still get together and watch wrestling and fucking play Magic the Gathering. Because
Nice.
it's not fucking high school and that blood sport bullshit. We can fucking disagree and be chill. And by the way, that fucking, Cult Classic K, she's been one of the most consistent motherfuckers
She
since
has.
I met her about 2 years ago. Maybe more than 2 years ago now. Cass has been nothing but consistent. But you're going to wipe all that away because you want to lump her in because of your fucking tribalistic attack on Grums. Fuck you, Fratanga, you bitch ass homo.
Damn, talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit. Talk it. I like it. I'm not even tripping about it. Matter of fact, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I don't have it on here. Damn, it only works on my. Oh, I hate
I
it.
was really hoping for that, like, there it is, Don DeMarco, bang bang. Like,
Yeah, I forgot I had. It was only while it's in my server. It's so fucking weird. But I gotta get this Nitro for Discord. Oh man, that shit's crazy. But like I hate that shit, bro. Like it's become like the internet's become this tribalistic place, and I'm like, bro, like you can't you cannot if I like I said, go back to the example I said earlier. If I keep fucking with you, if I expose secrets, I can't get mad for you, clapping back at me, and I can't get mad if you decide, hey, LG, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you expose it? Like it's a one thing to be. It's one thing if it was an accident, but like when it's intentional with the intent to harm, a lot of these people be weird, bro. Like I've seen people move weird as fuck, bro. I've seen people move weird as fuck when it comes to YouTube, bro. Like I'm like, bro, like people get a little bit of clout and they turn up and they hang with certain people and then they start acting like them. Bro, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? We was just having a conversation last week.
It doesn't matter if I got 700 subs, 7,000, 700,000. I've had motherfuckers like send me like fan art, like they'll draw me in like fan art ways and whatnot, and it's like it's fucking humbling. Like never at any point is like, oh look at that, I'm big enough now to get fan art. So I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like they spent time to draw this or edge and write this or whatever. It's like I'm a fucking nobody. Like it's humbling.
Yes,
Stay fucking humble. Don't you ever get too goddamn big for your britches. Fuck that.
That's one thing people need to understand when it comes down to content creation. Like, I love how it is now because anybody can become that next, the next celebrity or whatever. But it does show that people need to make sure they stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure you stay humble and do your best to stay consistent. Give yourself. One thing I try to do is give myself room for error. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't
gonna
like
fuck up. I have fucked up in videos. You're gonna fuck up if you haven't before.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to acknowledge, like, hey,
my bad, Joe.
my
Like,
bad.
but there's certain people I ain't gonna.
If you fuck up, you fuck up.
There's some people like there's certain people like the Frog Toners that even if I do fuck up, like in the fuck, like so what? Oh well, you used to be this, you used to do X, Y, and Z. Oh well, and then let's make up some shit. I'm like, bro, how is it that was really the thing that pissed me off about that incident too? It's like the video is right there. You're all of a sudden making up shit. And I'm giving you the context right there, and you're literally making up shit. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, this is how I knew it was fucking bullshit.
This is why that John Delarose like pedophile bullshit was wild to me, because like there are people that I do not like and that do not like me, that like we are not compatible. We've beefed on X, the whole nine, whatever. And when John Delarose accused me of that, even these motherfuckers were like, yo, Leon a lot of things. I don't like him. He might talk some shit. He might be retarded, whatever. But that's a fucking serious accusation. That's not true. Like the fact there were people that didn't like me, they were coming to bat saying, fuck you, you shouldn't say this about a person. I was like,
you didn't. Yeah, you know
It felt good.
yeah,
It felt fucking good.
you know it. What's up, Emily? How you doing? I see you. I
What
see
up,
you.
Emily?
I see you. I appreciate. First off, real quick, we're gonna take a quick little side segue. Big ups to everybody.
Let's
We've been
go.
having a good time here. Big ups to everybody in the chat so far. Once again, thank you to Hypnotic for the raid. We got Nathan Moon in the motherfucker right here. Appreciate everybody. I'm just seeing what's what's relevant right now. I would
Yeah, you and
whatever.
I have been just fucking ranting and shit. We got to fix
Ubi.
the chat. Our bad chat. We were going off
Hey,
there
no,
for a
I
bit.
love it. I love it though. I love it. Alucard, appreciate you coming by. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Paul, good to see you. I know you're friend of the channel.
And viewers, 69 live viewers right now. Nice.
Yes, sir. Nice indeed. Gen T Maxi, you've been doing really good, offering your opinion as well. Ubi, good to see you as well. Chloe, always a pleasure seeing you in. If you guys are new here, you know what I'm saying? If you guys are new here, I do everything. I do
That
music, I do
sub,
gaming,
LG
all of
to
that.
OG. Hit that sub.
I did, yeah, hit the sub, hit the like, all that shit. I do music, I do gaming, I do all that shit. I do a lot of stuff. I got a project that I'm working on right now. Members, I do have members only stuff. So I do have a few members only videos. I do have some spicy stuff. I do Strip Club Chronicles. That's gonna be coming back soon. I got a lot of stuff that I'm working on. So, but what we're gonna do right now, I'm gonna give 5 memberships right now, because YouTube does a thing where you can give 10 memberships a month. I'm gonna do 5 right now, and we're gonna get right into it real quick. Let's do it starting right about now. YouTube the algorithm does its thing. Let's go. We got 5. Here we go.
Who we hit? Who we hit?
We got Blue Shell, draw 4. We got Flowman, John A. Douglas,
Yo,
Christian,
we got John A. Douglas.
Christian James, and Philosophy Carosello. Yo, hey, Philosophy, I haven't seen you in a minute. Philip C, man, that name, I haven't seen you in a minute. I love it, bro. I love it. I love when the OGs come back. I love when the OGs come back. Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it. But it's gonna go off for a minute.
Like, when I don't see, like, cause like I assume you're the same way. It's like you've got some dedicated motherfuckers. You remember their names, you know them, the whole nine. Then
Yeah.
they disappear for a while. You're like, man, I hope they're okay. And then
Yeah.
when they do come, you're like, oh my god, I'm
Yes.
so glad you're back. Like not even people like donate or whatnot. It's just like, man, I used to see you in every stream, and now you're not. And then 2, 3, 4 months go by, then you see him again. You're like, so glad you're okay. I actually did worry about you off camera.
Right, exactly. Because sometimes, like, the worst thing, I've seen clips of that, man. Like, I had a gaming friend that was like that. He also watched my videos too. And it was me, because I know another gaming friend. We got like a couple of gaming friends. Shout out to Miss K. She's a military vet, but she's also a gamer, really big gamer. But we had a friend by the name of his channel name was Death Before Dishonor. Dude was from New York. He was a dude from like New York, East Coast. And he would come by and visit my channel and stuff like that. We would talk. And I had gotten word, this was like well over about 5-10 years ago, that he had passed away from his K. And it's always a little heartbreaking when you're dealing with stuff like that. When you have a friend that's dealing with some stuff, and and all of a sudden you hear that they pass away and things of that nature. So when we do get people that are in here that come back, they leave for a while and they come back. I understand life be life. As somebody that's been doing YouTube off and on, I would probably have a bigger number if if I was a little bit more consistent. You know what I'm saying? Because life has been lifing with me and stuff like that. But it feels good when you have people that are your OG followers that come in and see you. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. You love it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hobo, so I'm always around.
Yeah, no, because like I'm sure it'll get to a point where like Hypno had like 1,000, 1,300 motherfuckers in his streams, and they've been there so long. Like now, obviously, he doesn't remember the 1,300 people. There's people that are new, drop in, drop out. You've got these OGs. It doesn't matter how big you get. Like you're gonna remember them. You build that connection. Like people, I don't know. I thankfully haven't met anyone like this. Now I'm still relatively new to YouTube. I've only been doing it a little over 2 years. Well, at least with this channel, I've only been doing it a little over 2 years. There's things I don't know, but like, I've been lucky enough to every person I stream with that I meet or whatnot actually values their audience. They know that like we would not be here, we would not be able to do this if not for you. And like you will again. I know to this day my first 2 members were Cult Classic Cage and Emily's Dismantling Delusions. Shit, by the way, she doesn't even go by that anymore. She goes Emily Dismantling Delulus. But like when she first met up, Emily dismantling delusions, and like so every now and again they'll send that member chat and they'll say like 21 months. We're like, oh my god, you are the OG still here. I
Yeah, can't believe it.
value just the fact that it's so much more than just like, oh, you're not gonna send a super chat, whatever, fuck you. And there are creators like that. I
I
reacted to
hate
one. There was
that.
this
I
this,
hate
this
those.
fucking
Oh,
homo. Like, what was his bitch ass name? This homo that was he did a gaming podcast, does a gaming podcast, and he was throwing a fit about people doing memberships instead of super chats. I was like, motherfucker,
that's
these
money.
people value you and your time, and they want to see what you are, and you're bitching that they're not sending money, they're sending the wrong kind of money. Fuck you, you piece of shit. You
Yeah,
realize
I
these
seen
motherfuckers
I've
at
seen
like
Twitch
cobalt
streamers that do
mines
that
and
shit.
shit. Like, mm.
I seen this one
It, it,
streamer, female
it,
streamer that did that shit too, man. And there was a couple of female streamers that got viral for that. That will get mad. Well, I'm sitting up here, and you're not gonna. If you're not gonna send $5, it's $5 a month.
oh,
Da,
I
da, da.
remember this. This bitch on fucking Twitch, if I recall.
Yeah, it was a couple of them on Twitch, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, you're not." And then the crazy part about those types of people, they're not even doing nothing. They're just sitting there doing just chatting streams, and I'm like,
Just
bro,
if these fucking girls in these fucking like skimpy clothes and they're like, all you're gonna send is a $5, you may as well send nothing, you broke bitch. Like, yo,
like I get it.
people
People
don't
have,
even do the fuck anything. Like that
I
$5 could have been a fucking McDouble and a large fry or whatever. They could have been hungry. Like,
right, exactly. Like my only problem, like I get it. There are people out there that have a humiliation kink. That's one thing. If you're doing it for the humiliation kink or whatever, you might want to get checked. But that's just my personal opinion. But I'm just like, yo, what the fuck are we doing here, bro? Like, you can't be that entitled, to the point where you're gonna sit up here and just demand that people pay you money for being here. You're supposed to provide value. If you don't provide value, you know what I'm saying, people ain't gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? And that's the problem. And that's the thing with a lot of these things. That's why when I'm one of the things I've been doing for my channel. That's probably one of the reasons why I haven't posted so much is because I've been trying to redo some things, and I've been trying to like do things for members. You know what I'm saying? Like I want people to become members. I want people to become a part of the community at some point. You know what I'm saying? So I do have
I
stuff.
love it, dude. When people become a member, like, don't just do it to give me money. Like, join the Discord, interact, have
Yeah,
fun, like, be around your people, be part of the fucking vital idols.
right.
We've got all this fucking stuff to do in the Discord, and like, maybe we'll argue and disagree about the fucking our favorite Ninja Turtle, or maybe you'll show me some really cool news article that I missed, and I'll be, oh fuck, I want to cover this on show.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna meet other people that you didn't know before that you might become friends with in the Discord. The whole reason for memberships and for the Discord is to build this community, not just because like, oh, I want to see this army of fucking Leon fans. Like, dude, I love when there's folks that didn't know each other before, and they come into the Discord,
Yeah.
and they start having this fucking dialogue, and it's like, yo, this is fucking awesome.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's an amazing thing, and that's one of the things I'm working on. Like like I said, I'm not there yet, and I'm trying to I'm just revamping a lot of shit, man, and I want to create like I have like members only videos and stuff like that that's on YouTube. I have a couple of videos like that, like that are a little bit too spicy for YouTube to demonetize. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make those members only videos. So like, if you are a member and like I said, I do work in the clubs and I do get permission for what I do. Of course, that's without question. So I'm like, hey, I put it on my YouTube channel. You guys get to see some of it if you're a member. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Master. Well, you sure have. You know what I'm saying? But no, and we're talking about just a couple of streamers that done. It's not just Pokemon.
I love hearing a black dude just now saying yes, master.
I'm gonna beat his ass. Excuse me 1 second, y'all. His ass is about to get beat. I'm about to go
Dude,
take and hang the white boy out the back.
You fucking did it. I'm just saying, like.
No, I'm not on Rumble. I need to be probably, but
I stopped doing Rumble at least for the time being. Like, I love Rumble. I love the idea of them, but Rumble fucking sucks. Their UI sucks. Their algorithm sucks, and it's unfortunate because I want to see a YouTube competitor, but man, they got to set the game up. They
got to. A lot of the bar is real hard when it comes down to this stuff. So, I wanted to talk about this, right? Let's get to this this AI situation, man. I know a lot of people hate AI right now.
Do it, yes. I got spicy takes on AI.
So yeah, what is your takes on AI, man? What spicy?
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. AI is the future. Like whether people want to acknowledge it or not, AI is the future. Like, do we still do handwritten letters? Sure, a
Sure.
small minority, but most people type shit and they email it or they print it off or whatnot. Like the fucking printing press didn't put the pencil out of business. Whether you like it or not, AI is the future. You may as well
Mm,
accept it. And guess what? If you're a shitty fucking artist and AI is gonna take away my job, get fucking good, scrub. Because the people that are actually good at doing art, the people that put their blood, sweat, and tears into it, that are always gonna be better than AI. And those motherfuckers gonna make coin. And I buy art. I buy original art all the time. I got some
yeah.
hanging up right there. I got some hanging up over there off screen. I
Yeah.
bought $130 worth of original art at an art auction, literally on a different stream a couple weeks ago. Why? Because I value that artist. I believe in that artist. But if I'm making a fucking thumbnail, I ain't gonna hire some motherfucker to draw something that I could do via AI that'll take him 5 days to get to me. My videos are topical. They come out day to day.
Yeah.
Get good. Shut the fuck up.
I'm glad you. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad. I'm glad you said that. So there's something I'm gonna piggyback on that I agree with. Right. So here's the thing. For those of y'all that don't know that don't know me, I do graphic design. Okay. Been doing it for years. I actually picked up graphic design myself when I first started doing YouTube because I would hear horror stories from other YouTubers when they were doing videos back in the day. Well, I'm sorry guys, my video's late. Uh, because the guy that does my thumbnails, you
Mm-hmm.
know, he wasn't able to get to me. We this, that, and the third. Okay. That part. So that's one of the reasons why I started doing graphic design, like, and I mean Photoshop, like, the digital art stuff, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna open up another tab.
Which, by the way, people bitched about back in the day. So, oh, art done on a computer, it's gonna put painters out. But motherfucker,
That part. That it was
literally the
always
same
it was
thing now.
it's exactly, it was the exact same shit. So there are certain things that I used to do, right? There are certain stuff that I'm gonna low key kind of screen share a little bit here. There's stuff that I used to do, right? Like I used to do a lot of stuff. I would make logos for people. I would do stuff for myself. Even for some of my videos, I would make some of the assets for, right? So I'm looking for it. I'm looking for some of my old YouTube thumbnails, right? And people would make, people would trip about stuff like this. So what I would used to do is I'm gonna find. Oh, here's one. Here's one. This is actually one of my favorite ones right here. Right? I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I am going to I see y'all comments. Y'all keep them coming. I'm gonna get to y'all in a second, right? I'm gonna screen share this. Right. This is there we go. You should be able to see that.
Thank you.
Right? So believe it or not, okay, this is a cosplayer. This is before I started doing AI art, right? This is a cosplayer by the name of her name is Blasia. She does cosplay. She does well. I met her ironically enough. I met her when I was at a strip club, and I met her. She told me she was doing like cosplay and stuff like that. She does content creation now, and really good. You know what I'm saying? I got a permission, and I've done edits like this, right? You feel me? So like I would do edits. Like this is actually a daytime shot. I literally turned this into night.
That's awesome. I know this was yeah, this is a day for night. It's fucking wild. I never would have guessed this was a daytime shot.
It was a daytime shot, and I made it look like it was nighttime. I actually added some lights. I learned stuff on YouTube, Photoshop. You know what I'm saying? So like I learned how to do day to night. I tweaked certain things to make things work a certain way. I've done stuff like I'm about to do another one. Here we go. Let me see. I used to do stuff like this. Now I no longer support her. Cosplayer stuff like this. I used to do stuff like this, like do little edits like this. These are like little edits I would do. You know what I'm saying? If I liked your work, I supported who you were, I would do it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll
Um,
be real. I love cosplayers. This is a bad cosplay. I can't even tell you. Are you doing Tails? Are you doing Knuckles? Are you doing Tangle? Like that was a bad cosplay.
I,
This, on the other hand, this is great. I like
this
this
is
a lot.
funny. This is funny. It's hilarious. Like she did the box moves and everything. I thought that shit was fucking
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, that's fucking
you know,
good.
you know what I'm saying? So like I've done stuff like this. You know what I mean? So like some
Oh,
of the
by the way,
go
fucking
for it.
racist, homophobic Leon, when that black bitch right there doing a fucking Tomb Raider, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's dope. Would I ever want a black actress in a Tomb Raider movie? No, because Lara Croft white. If you a fan, you doing cosplay, that's cool as shit. That's original. I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Cosplay is different. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between cosplay and
That said, fat
motherfucking.
bitches out there, stop doing Sailor Scouts. Like, just fat bitches, you gotta stop cosplaying as Sailor Moon characters. It ain't working.
You ain't
I'm
shit.
just
You ain't
saying.
shit. I'm telling you, you ain't shit. I mean, you're not wrong, but you ain't shit.
I'm just saying.
I appreciate the realness. Like, this is another one. Okay, I'm gonna screen share this other one, y'all. Like, this was another one edits I used to do. This is before I started doing AI shit, right? So this is nothing new. Like this isn't a new thing for me at least. So it's just another notch in the two belt. So this is another. This is a. She does a little bit of. I think she does music now, kind of. But she's like a cosplayer. She does her own like fashion design. But like, I gotta find the. I don't know where the original picture that I had, but I literally cut this picture. I found another background picture. I cut her out, and then I did this. You know what I'm saying?
This is what this to me looks like a fucking like a painting or something. Like this isn't. I would not know that this is a photo.
Yeah, this is Photoshop. It's two different photos. Literally, I did two different photos. I cut her. I took this background. I cut her out of her other photo, and I put it in there. Like I would do stuff like this. Like, ooh, this is my other favorite one. Where is she at? This is other cosplayer that I was cool with. Kitty Kaboom, Dragon Ball. She did a Dragon Ball cosplay.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
Like, yeah, this is like she was actually in a where was she at? I think she was like somewhere with like palm trees or something, like some kind of place where like they were like and she just cosplayed and I was like, yo, this would be crazy if I just cut her out and put this in somewhere else. Like, bro, like, yeah, this was fun. Like I went
Yeah,
in.
that is sick. She also looked fine. She
She's
she's
dope.
fine.
Like she did Kim Masters. Uh like this is a before and after. This is what she looked like had one before. I forgot where this is from, but this is what I did after. You know what I'm saying? I stopped doing a lot of it because a lot of the cosplayers would be bullshitting with it. So I'm like, you know what? You're not about to sit up here and I'm not about to waste my time and talent doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I found something else to do. And that's actually one of the other reasons why I started getting into AI art because it was like, you know what? I don't have to trip about people, acting like, oh well, can you take it down? That was done without my permission. No, it wasn't. Stop lying. Like you were cool with it at first. You was okay with me at first. And then you want to trip. I don't have time for that. I don't have time. I refuse.
Yeah, man. As a cosplayer, I don't like working with a lot of other cosplayers because a lot of them are fucking bullshit. Like, I agree with this completely. I've done some cosplay photo shoots and whatnot, but like, yeah, nah, it should get rough.
Like this is another one. This was one of the ones that to my example to my point. This is one of my ones. I actually did a video of me doing a whatchamacallit on it of my workflow for it. I'm about to workflow. I'm about to share my screen again. Boop and boop. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's fine.
That's what she
That's
looked
hot.
that's what she looked like before. And I was like, yo, let me do this. And actually there's a video. The video's still up on my channel, by the way, of me doing a speed art of this, of how I did this. So yeah, like I literally went in there, had a different background. I literally went in there and did the work.
Yeah, I love like the color effects and shit. You made that moon way more extravagant. Like, yeah, that's legit. I
Yeah,
like that a
I was
lot.
like, yeah, I do a lot of stuff. I tell folks, man, like this is before I started doing AI art. And with AI art, honestly, and I left the comment up on purpose because a lot of people have said the legal thing with stealing art and stuff like that.
I got a hot take about this as well.
Go for it. Go for it. I'm gonna switch to you.
I
Give me.
also I also don't give a fuck about this, and here's why.
Uh-oh.
Humans steal. I wouldn't say steal per se, but like if you, because I was talking about this on my show the other day, man. You go to art school, guess what? You study in fucking Monet and you study in
Mm,
fucking Vincent Van Gogh. Like when you make your art, you've got references. Like no one's style is like wholly original. You're pulling from other influences and you're learning from them and you're incorporating their styles into your style. Same with comics. Like people drawing comics. So guess what? You motherfucking like you were studying how they drew Spider-Man and how they drew Captain America and shit like that. Or like
right.
fan artists. Like oh man, all these fan artists. Like I see so many Sonic the Hedgehog fan artists on X. They're like anti-AI and throwing a fit about AI versions of Sonic characters. Like, bitch, you're drawing Sonic fan art, but like you wouldn't even be able to draw this if Sonic didn't exist. I don't want to fucking hear it. Like all
Mm,
humans, and it's not just with fucking drawing and whatnot. It's music as well. How many fucking bands would we not have if not for the Beatles or Elvis or Robert Johnson or any shit like that? Like
cover bands. Like how many cover
everything
bands?
that's
How many bands started off as cover bands? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, exactly. So, if AI is going to study other people's art and whatnot, fucking go for it. Humans have always done that. I don't give a shit if a computer's doing it as well. I really don't, and I don't think of it as thievery.
okay.
Or if it is thievery, then humans are also doing thievery. One of the two.
Fair enough. So here's the biggest issue, right? With a lot of it. Like go back to your point that you said earlier that I agree with. what if AI is going to take a artist job, it's going to take the shitty artists, right? And I've
What do
heard
you
a
mean?
plenty of horror stories with artists taking taking people's money and not providing the service that, or not even giving a
Oh,
certain,
I've seen several cases like that where the artist just takes the money and runs, and
yeah,
you ain't got
and
no way to report it. You're out that $80, that $120, whatever it is.
right, exactly, or they take their time, and and it's one thing, it's one thing, right? It's one thing if like you were doing something that they didn't agree with, like the artist, like you wanted the art, like a certain type of art, and they really wasn't feeling that, they don't do, or they don't do that. That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's different. But there's a difference between people just sitting there being lazy and not doing the work, and like you said, taking the money and run. And unfortunately, it's happening a lot more often than people are thinking, and it's oftentimes the same people that are complaining about AI, quote unquote, taking their jobs, right? And let me not get it twisted, right? Let me not get it twisted. I still support regular artists. I want y'all to understand that, okay? My my mascot for the Dynasty Dimes logo was actually made for me by an artist by the name of Tansal. Okay? He was a he's a really great artist. I love his art style. Matter of fact, his art style is so close to Pokemon, right? You know how Pokemon's art style, like
Yep.
he did, like he even did a Poke Thought, like they call it Poke Thought. Like he'll take certain Pokemon and make them like he does anthropomorphic type stuff, and you would think he's a furry, but he's not. Like he just likes anthropomorphic animals and stuff. Like he exaggerates the body and all of that, right? So
Hmm.
he literally, like, that's actually how I saw him, and I was like, yo, I want him to do my Dynasty Dimes logo. Okay. The dragon logo, you know what I'm saying? The dragon mascot, I want that. That's what I want. And I asked him to do the flats. I did the shading and I did the logo design myself. But everything, like the mascot
Not
was
not
him.
even not even just with like drawn art and shit. Did you watch Dragon Ball Z growing up back in the day, like on Toonami and shit?
Yes. Yes.
So the American music we had very different what the Japanese soundtrack was. It was done by a dude and his team named Bruce Falconer. So the fucking theme music for my channel is wholly original. However, I hit up my fucking my audio engineer. I hit up my producer buddy and was like, here are 3 or 4 Dragon Ball Z tracks from the 90s. Now, I don't want you to remix them. I don't want you to do your. What I want is I want a Zeno the producer, because that's his name is Zeno the producer. Shout out,
Mhm.
he's awesome. Follow him, check out his music. I want to hear a Zeno the producer in track that is inspired by 90s Dragon Ball. So when you watch my streams, my intro, and you got the do 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 do,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
because it's a wholly original piece of music, but the inspiration is 100% drawn from 90s Dragon Ball Z, because that's what I wanted my intro to be, and
Yeah.
he fucking delivered. Is it a Xeno track? Yes, but it's a Xeno track that is clearly inspired by Bruce Falconer.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. And that's what makes it great. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. We all get our inspirations from somewhere. And actually, I also do photography too. So this is and I show this to prove my point that I don't do this for um I don't do this, like, I'm not doing this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of my older pictures that I took. This is before this is the club. This is when I was working at the other club before it is where it's at now. But this is one of the pictures that I took. You know what I'm saying? I took the picture, I edited it myself. You know what I'm saying? So like this is coming from what I'm saying for me, this is like another notch in the belt. You know what I'm saying? For me. I don't know if you can
I
see
mean,
it,
I'd
but
like to put a notch in her belt. I'm just saying, she fucking
hey, I don't blame you.
that's kind of a perfect ass to thigh ratio. It could be a little bigger, but like that's pretty fucking good.
He said it's good enough for me. We'll take it. It
Yeah.
is. But it's
I'm
like,
gonna be real though, like I've said this before. Your boy got jungle fever. I fucking love black chicks.
hey, I
So
feel it. Hey, I feel it. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. So when it comes down to like AI, I don't. For me, it was another notch in the belt for me. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was another tool, and I think that's what it's going to be for a lot of artists. Like there's a like so when a lot of people trip about like the AI art thing, or like with especially with like comics, right, or art and comics. What they used to do was they would take pictures like put together, and then they would trace over it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know about
oh,
that.
they did that all the time, like to make
Yeah,
sure they got the character was consistent and things like that. Yeah,
yeah. So
tracing, like as long as you weren't tracing someone else's work and passing it off as your own, it was
right.
fine.
Well, what I mean by tracing was what they'll do is like they'll mash up, like say for example, they'll get a picture of somebody holding something, but then they'll mash another picture
Oh
together,
yeah,
like kind of like what I did with the
they'll trace the body type and outline, and then actually make like they'll take a regular dude who's modeling, trace the model, but then turn him into Captain America and whatnot. Right?
something like
That's what you
that.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, that or like say like it's like Captain America holding like a guy that a modeling a guy that's holding something else, like he's holding up like not necessarily a shield per se, but he's holding up something, but it's the way he wants them to hold the shield, and they'll
Mhm.
trace over that person, but they'll make him Captain America, and
Right.
have him holding a shield a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what they called that technique, but it was a technique that's been done for ages. There's also artists that would do what they would call like what I do with what I showed you earlier with some of the Photoshop stuff, where they'll take a person like a random picture and they'll take a background and they'll make it fit into the background. You know what I'm saying? Make that person look like they were there. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So it's a lot of stuff that like it's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? I have no issue with it. It's to me it's the intent behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
If there are people out there that like, again, if you want to make your own 100% AI generated comic book, I'll be real. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna read it because I do want the human element of it. I mean, and I said this about Mugen Lord because I bought Mugen Lord's comic. It hasn't made it to me in the mail yet. The shipping's still happening. But
Yes.
however, there is the online version. There's the digital copy. I have the digital copy. I ain't fucking read it. And it's not because I don't want to read Mugen Lord's work as soon as possible or support it. I want the first time I read Mugen Lord's comic, I want it to be in my fucking hands like a comic book should
Yeah.
be. So even though I have access to it, I'm waiting. But do I have a problem with the fact there's a digital version? No, not at all. Also, Mugen Lord doesn't use AI. Doesn't whatsoever. Part of what I'm paying for is a hand-drawn piece of fucking work and art. But if people want to do like for the like that Ghibli trend that was going around, no one was making money on that. No one was
Yeah.
profiting on that.
Yeah.
A lot of people were just doing it for fucking fun. It was a cute, fun little fucking Twitter thing. But oh no, people throwing a fit. They're all upsetty spaghetti because it's the heart and soul of Miyazaki is gone. Dude, what do you want? You want people having fun on X, just coming together for a fun little trend, or do you want to throw bitch and moan about the fucking 18th, 19th race swap we've seen last year? Like,
Right, exactly. It's always a problem with these people, and it's like, oh, well, I can do it better. Like, well, do it better then. Like, that was my thing. Like, that could have been an invitation for artists to be like, hey, everybody's hopping in on this trend. Here's my version of the trend, and hey, and they actually do it.
some artists doing that, and I appreciate that when artists were like, "Oh yeah, there's all this AI Ghibli. Here's my hand drawn one."
Exactly. And even then, so if you're gonna sit there and bitch about AI doing it, then you're also doing the same thing. And if, here's another one. Somebody brought this up, and I can't remember. I think it was this girl named Luna Da Vinci. She brought it up about censorship. It could lead to fucking like censorship. You know what I'm saying? Because people they're gonna assume that it's gonna be. I forgot the post. I gotta find it now because it never fails. But like one of my biggest things, like AI art.
I want to say something to Patrix Raider in the chat says,
Yeah.
"Oh, I could do it better." 2 minutes later, it sucks. I talked about this in my video. Guys, go watch my video after this. It's fucking dope. There was this fucking the Sonic the Hedgehog AI generated image. And it was with the character Amy. Amy is
Okay.
with the lights turned off. I got a fucking Amy light behind me and shit like that. Like Amy Rose, my second favorite Sonic character, right? And there's this AI generated image of her. And it was cool. Like it was very obviously AI generated image, whatever. But it was really cool. There
Yeah.
was this artist bitching and moaning, and it was like AI, this, that, and the other. Here's a real artist version, and it was worse. It was fucking worse. Like, yo, I don't care about your real artist version if the AI version actually is better, because I don't give a fuck about shitty art.
Yeah. That
Nobody
part.
ever did.
Nobody cares about like people are using it as a as a tool. Like, well, it's shitty art, but it's a human made. Okay, but it's still shitty.
Yeah, but if the human sucks, then I don't give a fuck. It's like,
Like,
oh well, I
I'm
don't
a,
want this AI car. We're gonna get rid of a human driver. Yeah, but if that human driver that you replaced it with has 4 DUIs, I'd rather have the fucking robot.
right,
Like,
that part, fair, and that's the part that a lot of people are not getting, right? So like, and here's the thing, like when I'm gonna
human
share,
drivers, Jimmy yourself.
I'm gonna showcase. This is my first art piece that I did when I did AI. When I started doing AI, and I was like, and I didn't know what I was doing. I'm gonna share my screen real quick once again. All right, I'm sharing my screen once again. Wait, that's the wrong thing. I don't want to that right there. Oh, there we go. All right, this is what
I
like
believe in you.
so
You got this.
when I first started, bro, it was ass. Okay, when I first started, like this is what I thought was okay. And this is before I knew what I was doing. Right, this is my first one. Right, let me see if I can zoom out a little bit.
There you go. I was about to say your screen was
My screen's a little bit out there. Okay, there we go. Like
There
it's whatever.
Good.
But this is the first one. Okay, not gonna lie to you, it's ass. Like by now, like I said, because I didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know how I wanted it to work. Like yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to you. It was okay for me at the time, but I didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I like it, but you know, you get the point. But I got some more in here. I'm gonna show y'all. This is my latest. This is where I'm gonna show y'all some mid ones, right? It's ass, all right. A la carte.
I was thinking the same thing, a la carte. I was thinking the same fucking thing.
I got like I started learning more about it. Like I started figuring some stuff out, and I started getting a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna show y'all a little bit spicy one. This one got a little bit better. This one's good. I'll share my screen. Might just.
Yo, Chloe M, shout out for buying Mugen Lord's book. Mad respect.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I got the book too, so I'm just waiting for that to show up. So, there we go. I'm just doing all of this shit. Where is my work? There it goes. So this one's another one that I gotten better with. This was what, number 260? Yeah.
It looks much better. Looks more realistic. Looks more. Yeah. I think this is great.
Yeah, it's good. It could be better. Like I said, the hands was the issue. Like I'm still trying to figure that. Like I was still trying to figure that out. Now I'm going to. This is what I'm gonna do. Right. I'm gonna show you the evolution. Right. This is some of my newer shit. I'm about to give y'all a sneak peek of some of my newer shit. Yo, watch this shit. Okay, watch this shit. Okay, watch this motherfucker shit.
I'm watching. I'm seeing. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
See, and like I said, because the way I do my art is like I have an eye for certain shit, and I want it to look a certain way. I want it to look good. You know, like I said, when I do, like, especially when it comes down to like a lot of the women and shit, like I want it to be, of course I want it to be sexy, but it's there's a difference between that raunchy ratchet shit and like fucking like tasteful type. You know what I'm saying?
I want. There's a reason I'm not huge into like hentai and shit like that, but I'll find anime characters like to be you know hot for cartoons and whatnot. It's like I want it to be classy, sexy, not like raunchy, sexy. Like the class somehow sexies it up a little bit more, you know?
Right, in a way, right? So I'm gonna show y'all this one, right? This is actually one of my more recent ones. I don't know if it'll switch screens for you, but fuck it, we ball.
We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Fuck it, we'll do it live. And that's what we're doing. It's all live. So this is actually one of my latest ones. Okay, he's seen it first.
Okay, we got it going now. There we go.
I'm just over here. This is one of my latest ones, y'all. July Lord.
That's ass. That's that ass.
This one's better. Like this one's like extremely better. Right. And I've done stuff for like, let me make sure, because I got some that are like
I would absolutely give her my stellar blade.
Yes. as you should.
So fucking dumb.
Mission accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I got that one. That's a good one. Oh, that's another good one too. I did some for like thumbnails and stuff like that. Like I've done, like I even put my face in one. This is from when I did my Terraria one. Because you know it's fucked up with the hair. Like I done shit like that.
The version of you that I use in my intro, because obviously you probably can't screw you in the intro, and the version of you that I use for the intro is an AI version of an existing photo of you, but I want it to look like PS2 graphics. I want like a PlayStation 2 fucking LG, and like that's what I would try to do.
That works, and I mean like there's nothing. I see like there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like
so you know you're not sharing the screen. I don't think.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it on purpose. I'm doing it.
Okay, I was gonna say these are fucking great. I didn't know if you wanted them to see it.
Yeah, not yet. I'm trying to find the one that's not too.
I get why you're not sharing the screen yet. Okay, I get why you're not sharing the screen yet. Exactly. That some can get taken off YouTube shit. Which is fucking great for the back end, but y'all ain't saying what I'm saying. We gooning up in here, bitches. We gooning.
Here's a good one. This is a good one. This one actually pretty. This one's pretty.
That's good. Sonya Lisette? No, is that our sexy Sonya?
No, that's not yet. No, actually, this is actually I could actually make one with her if she lets me. I might do that, but this one's good.
Sonya loves when people make AI art of her, as long as you do it like
respectfully, of course.
Respectfully, and don't be a creep about it.
Yeah. This one, this is a good one. This one's dope. I see why you would think that, but it really wasn't. It was just like I said, it was just
I
not
was
dope.
I wasn't being serious. I was just making a joke because like Sonya does a lot of like pictures on X where she posts wearing stuff like this, and
Right, right. It. You know what? Actually, I'm about to. Sonya, where you at, baby? I'm gonna need you. Come here. We gotta talk. Sonya, we gotta talk.
I know, right?
You just gave me the idea.
Sonya,
Boy,
man. Oh, Sonya, what a hottie.
this is a good one. Not to, like, there are certain ones I've done like that were like I did a Chun-Li one. I did like a Cammy one too. I gotta find it. Oh, I've done a lot of these, bro. Alucard, I'm bricked.
I was about to say, I was taking a hit of my babes. I had an Alucard up there. Yeah.
I'm bricked. I don't blame you, big dog. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Where is one? I got one. Trying to find one. I've done one of like Cammy. Cause like don't get me wrong, I like Chun-Li. Can't go wrong with Chun-Li, but Cammy though, Cammy was the first one. I was like, yo, I like her. I like her.
Yeah, I love both, but yeah, I'd take Cammy over Chun-Li any day, 100%.
I've done something like I got so many. Like I got like well over 1,000, right?
God damn.
Like these are in the folder that I have. Okay, I see you, Leon. By the way, in the folder, this is just the folder that I have. Those are just the finished versions. Those are the ones that I'm like I'm good with those. So like I got some that are like nope.
Well, literally, I think it was yesterday, the day before, I started paying for the $20 a month version of ChatGPT. Why? To improve my thumbnails, because like I can't do color correction and shit like that. So if I can make the thumbnails the way I always make them, but then just use ChatGPT to plug it in there, do color correction, fix some shit, like I would have to. Oh, Leon, you could just learn that yourself, not have an AI do it. Yeah, then I have to buy Photoshop, which is expensive as shit. Then I have to learn the skill. Like, I already make my own thumbnails. I've always made my own thumbnails. If I can just throw that thumbnail in an AI and be like, color correct this and blend it and improve them just that much more. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's all I need.
That's it. That's all we need. That's it. That's all you need, bro. But like, I need to. Where is it? I'm about to show you this one. This one's a good one too. Hold on, I'm about to show it. Chat, y'all about to see this chat. Y'all ready for it, chat? Here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna put this here. Everybody, speaking of Chun-Li, some little Chun-Li. This one can't go wrong with this one. This one's.
Hey, that is. Ooh, look at that.
That's crazy, bro. Like I was just, like I said, there's like this is like stuff that I've gotten better with over time. So like, yeah, there's certain things that I'm working on, to get. And I was like, yo, like some of these I've also used these for my music stuff too. So when I was doing my mixes and I have like the girl on there, I would use that for these. So that way like I said, it's easier to work with. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to worry about, oh well, you use me out of context, you didn't pay me, and I don't have time.
Although, man, you got real girls on your fucking tracks though, and that they sound pretty fucking good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't wait for that track to go public because there's a certain section there. It's like, ooh, get your boy all bricked up.
See, mission accomplished. Mission fucking accomplished. Mission accomplished. I've done, like I said, I'm looking at other stuff. Like I said, to me, the way it's all about the intent, right? It's the intent matters when it comes down to stuff like with AI art and what you're doing it for, and that's really one of the biggest things that a lot of people need to understand. It's like it's the intent that matters. If you can't, if that's what your intent is to steal from artists or whatnot or what have you, then yeah, you don't need to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need to be doing it. I agree. If that's what your intent is, then don't.
But you can say the same thing about like a human hand drawn art, which is why I don't think AI is any different. Like if you want to draw what somebody else drew and pass it off as your own original thing, it's like, well, no. You're not the original artist. You copied them. Like it's one thing to take influence; it's another thing to straight up copy and claim it as your own. I don't care if it's a human or an AI doing it; it's wrong either way. So to pretend like AI is some massive fucking problem when real humans can do this with their own skill as well, is bullshit.
But no, you don't understand. It's different. It's different when a human does it. That's what they be saying. It's different when a human does it. It's like no, it's tracing. If it's exactly tracing, and it's wrong. Like if it's exactly traced, then yes, it is wrong. And no matter who does it, whether it's computerized or whatever. Like, oh well, you just need to get a pen and draw. Like some people may not have the time to do it. Some people may not have the propensity to do it.
Dude, drawing is like singing. Not everyone. Like some people, it doesn't matter if they go to vocal lessons or put in all the work, whatnot. Some people have bad voices. In fact, most people have bad voices. Most people can't fucking sing. The majority of folk, doesn't matter how hard you train and study and whatnot, you're gonna hit a fucking cap. Like most people won't be able to do. It takes a certain type of brain to be able to do art, and that's not just drawing and shit. That's making music, doing sculptures, whatever it may be. Art is for those that are like creatively oriented. Now, I'm a musician.
Yes.
I love playing guitar. I love playing bass. That said, I'm a very average player. In my opinion, I'm a very good lyricist, but I'm average at playing guitar. Like when I write my guitar parts and whatnot, they're simple, they're catchy, but there's nothing like I'm no fucking Les Claypool on the bass or whatnot. And I've probably hit my skill cap with the guitar. It doesn't matter how much I practice every day, hours a day. I'm probably not getting any better than I am now, because I there's only so much that natural both talent and practice will take you. Some people have got different skill caps for shit.
Yep, that part. So this is one of the Cammy ones I worked on. Like I said,
Oh,
this
that's
one
good. I like that.
I like this one. This one I was trying to make Cammy with like in a different style, but like I said, it works. It's pretty good. Like I said, I start seeing that's the other thing too. Like I start seeing errors after the fact, and I was like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, ah, damn it, bro. But like I said, it looks good. Like aesthetically, it looks good. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you
saying?
gotta scour your AI for like errors and shit. 'Cause you don't want to be posting some shit that ends up being like looking like ass. And I was like, oh, I was trying to make a point about how cool AI is, and I fucked up my own point. Like,
Right, exactly. It happens. Like I try to, like I said, most of these are the ones. Like the ones that I show off are the ones that are like already technically done for the most part. And like I said, I have like over 1,000 of them that are done, and that what I would consider done. All I gotta do is sometimes just throw them in Photoshop and fuck with it, from there. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done, but like I said, there's some of them that I can't. I'm not gonna show just because reasons. Uh,
some of them you can't. Yeah, I saw some of those best days. Some of those you can't fucking show. Not on YouTube, at least.
Not on YouTube, but
That's
yeah,
next shit.
like yeah, like I like this one's a good one. This one works. Like this one right here. Ooh, this is not one but two. I Yeah, I've seen
Oh,
people get upset for animators using AI voices for nonprofit short films.
man, no, fuck that. I want AI voices in video games. We in anime. We see the way these fucking video game voice actors and these anime voice actors be on their high horses and bitching and moaning and throwing a fit and being like, oh, the fans this, like they being these little pussy ass bitches about people having their own opinion. Nah, fuck you. Like if you suck, if you were gonna attack the fans, if you're gonna be man, AI can replace you. I don't give a shit. Does fucking Goku still sound like Goku? Oh, the AI still it sounds perfect. Then fuck Sean Shivell. Like he's gonna be out there being a beta bitch, accusing shit of like fucking people of sexual harassment, like he did with Mignana. He's gonna throw a fit about Trump being president. I just want you to shut the fuck up and play Goku. And if you can't do that, guess
Yeah,
what? AI can.
yeah, exactly. Alucard, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you, big dog. Hey,
Catch you later,
I
brother.
got you. We gonna. I might even have to make some videos for y'all, like, or maybe have some for y'all to download if y'all want. I was thinking about doing that, debating on doing some of that later on down the line. But yeah, I honestly, when it comes down to the AI stuff, like I really, like I said, AI is the future, but it's not going to replace the human talent. It's supposed to.
Never.
It's going to make it. If anything is going to, it's going to elevate. It should theoretically. You know what I'm saying?
I agree completely.
It should have you elevate your game, and also it's also opening up new jobs as well, right? So if you know how to fix the AI, if you know how, like, if something goes wrong and you don't know how to, like, if you know how to fix it, that's a job opening in itself. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Well, that's the argument I made in my video the other day. Is like in the movie Logan, we see fucking self-driving semi trucks. It's like, you know what?
yeah,
Yeah, is that gonna get rid of truckers? That becomes real? Yes, but you know what's not gonna get rid of? Like there now is a new job for the guy that needs to program the AI or the trucks or make sure they don't fuck up, or things like that. Like
yeah,
there's all any humans have always gone through periods of like technological advancement. Guess what? When we invented the cotton gin, we didn't end fucking slavery. Black dudes may not have just been picking the cotton by hand. The machine replaced that, but they were still doing other shit. We still kept them
right. We
bitches in
still
chains.
right.
Like,
They were still doing something. They were you stupid ass motherfucker. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I had a feeling it was
I
coming.
had to. I
It
fucking
was
had
right
to.
there. It was right there. I knew it. But no, I honestly, you're not wrong. I think when it comes down to it, it's a matter of perspective, right? Like I said, I use my stuff for thumbnails. I use my things for my art for thumbnails. That's one of the things I use it for, and I have no problems doing that. I have no issues doing it because, like I said, y'all don't understand how hard that is to. And this is somebody that does this stuff now. I also, like I said, one of my other brands is working with dancers, and sometimes trying to get them in a place to work with you. is a little bit harder than what people think. You know what I'm saying? It's really stupid that there are people out there that think that, oh, you should just do it and get these people and it should be easy. And most of the time the people that are complaining about it are people that don't do it. Like they don't know what it takes. They just know it's there. They just want to consume it. Like stop with the moral panicking. Cut that shit out. It's never that serious. But yeah, Chloe's got a good point. The wild thing about people getting upset about AI voices in nonprofit show films is people that acting like AI is actually replacing a fucking voice actor. It's not. It's not. And that's the thing. It's not.
Dude, the people that are using AI for this sort of shit, they weren't gonna pay an actor anyway, or they weren't gonna pay artists. Like when I make a fucking piece of AI art for my thumbnails, man, I wasn't gonna. It wasn't like, oh well, I could pay an artist, but instead I'll do AI because it's free. No, I wasn't gonna get a fucking artist anyway. So I'm not taking a job away from an artist because I wasn't gonna fucking hire one to begin with.
Fair. Okay. See, my thing is also too, like, I would say it's on a little bit on the other end for me, right? I would want to pay an artist, sure, or I would want to pay a voice actor, sure. I wouldn't mind it, but with folks acting the way they are, and some act like they're high and mighty, some act like they're more important than what they should be, and they don't even barely have a following. Let's just be fucking for real, right? They don't have a line of work. They don't have a body of work. You know what I'm saying? Then no, like it's like people don't understand how hard that shit is. Like there is when you go through the process of hiring people, you want them to, there's things you have to do. And like, don't get me wrong, it's like with entrepreneurship, right? Like with YouTube and all this, everybody can be an entrepreneur, but there's a level of work, the mindset, excuse me, has to shift. You feel me? Like you can't just sit up here and have that same effort on a 9 to 5 that you do for your YouTube or your personal endeavors, because everything is relying on you at that point. You know what I'm saying?
You're not a worker drone. You are the boss. You're the CEO. You're the head. And to be fair, that's why I said AI for thumbnails. Like, I don't want to hire an artist for fucking thumbnails because they're thumbnails. I need at least one a day, if not more. And I don't trust an artist to get good quality art shit out in a day that I will then use every day. It will always be different art. Like, I'm so there's nobody I trust to have that sort of efficiency that it wouldn't be assembly line. Like, I will never pay for a fucking thumbnail artist. Why? Because I don't trust them to do the work I want on the first try, with no revisions, out in the timely fashion that I need to have. My video comes out at 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. or whatever, and I do that every fucking day, nearly every day at least. I don't want to put my trust in someone else that if they're late, now my video doesn't go out, now it doesn't get views because the algorithm works a certain way. Like, no.
Yeah.
AI ain't gonna fail me in that regard. It's gonna get that shit right. Might take a couple of tries, tweaks, whatnot, but those couple of tries and tweaks and redos still gonna be way faster than trusting somebody else to do full-on art or whatnot. Like, no. So I ain't ever paying a motherfucker for a thumbnail. I will always make them myself, whether it be with or without AI.
Fair enough. Fair. That's fair. I know there's some people that are bigger YouTubers that have that issue, or not an issue, but they do have a thumbnail. Like there's Maximilian. He has an artist that does his thumbnails, like drawn a certain way.
And Max is awesome. Max is a good dude, and
but not everybody has that. Not a lot. Everybody has that, but yeah, this is also one of the other AI ones that I've done. This is actually number 804. Yeah. Snow days just got hot. Patrick says with this one. This was actually one of my. This is actually one of my good ones. Actually, I'm probably gonna do another generation of this one, see what I get off of this. I gotta find the prompt I use for that. There's a AI artist that I follow called Bubble Hentai. It's like Bubble Hint and then AI at it. They're really good. Been really good. I was actually part of a contest, an AI art contest. I didn't make it past the first round, but it was a good experience. And like I said, Bubbles, I'm gonna call them Bubbles for short. Bubbles, they've been good. You know what I'm saying? They've been cool with me when it comes down to that. So like I have no problem supporting them, and they got AI classes and stuff like that. So I don't mind, taking lessons and stuff like that if need be. Like I said,
just like now I got that pro, now that I'm paying for ChatGPT to do my thumbnails, they ain't gonna fix the lighting and stuff like that right on the first time. I'm gonna have to figure out what are the best words to use, what are the best prompts. So there is still a level of skill and attention is going to have to go into it, but if it improves my thumbnails just a little bit more, that improved thumbnail could mean more clicks, could mean more channel growth.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's worth a skill to learn.
Yeah, exactly. It's still you're still learning, And that's
Mm-hmm.
that's the part that a lot of people don't understand is like you're learning. You're fucking learning. It's that, like I said with ChatGPT, because actually I gotta get into that more actually, to be honest with you. Because I was debating on getting like paying for ChatGPT, and I don't know if it was good or not. And I think you kind of low key answered my question. Um, but I was like,
You know how good it was? So I was on a different stream, I think on like Sunday night or something, and I was watching people use. They were going over a video about how complicated you could really get with it. And I was like, holy shit, this is insane. I think it's totally gonna be worth the $20 a month. If I
yeah,
make if I make 30 videos a month plus 15 streams, whatever, I use the AI art for all thumbnails. If I make more than $20 off those videos and streams, guess what? It was worth the $20 a month.
fair enough.
Like,
Easy enough, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's exactly how this goes. Do me a favor, Leon. Put a link to your channel in the chat over here in the
hey,
Discord.
give me one
Take your time,
sec.
so I can put it. I forgot to put it in there, and I'll put it in later
No,
when
you good, homie. You good?
we over here been having a good ass conversation. Like AI.
Dude, it's been a fucking blast. This is flown by.
So here's another thing I tried with. This is something else that you can do with AI that you can't really do with human stuff, right? Kinda. So what I did was, that I gotta fix the lore up. There's lores with AI art. Uh, I'm going to screen share this to you, and I'm going to. It's like that hand model thing, lore thing. If you know what I mean. I got you. I got you, Joe. I got you, Joe. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, like I did something like that with this one. You know what I'm saying? So like it kind of gives that hand model, that hand. I think it's called. I forgot what the name of the lore is, but it's like a hand model like thing. It makes it look like it's one of those models that you get from like a comic or something like that. Those comic models. And I was like, yo, that's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine trying to like, draw that, like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine having like AI to help you like make one like that, and then you can get one made exactly like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
First
like
AI thing I ever did. There was this let me see if I can put it in the private chat because I think I have file actually. There was this thing going around. It was like 2 years ago, was when I was brand new to YouTube, and like if you could get like an anime sculpture of yourself, what would you have it look like? And let's see, I think I still have the two I did. One sec, yeah, right here. So I don't know if you share these or not, but I just dropped them in the private chat.
Oh yeah. I'm about to do that right
I
now.
was like, if they ever made fucking Leon Idol merch, I would 100%. If you all want to buy a Leon statue, they would look like this in my mind.
Hold on, I'm about to switch it right now. I'm doing everything. Ooh, there we go. Yo, that'd be dope though. I ain't gonna lie though. Yeah, that's clean. I like that.
Right?
Yeah,
And this was 2 years ago. This was AI 2 years, and I had to work my ass off to get this right because 2 years ago AI was not where it is now. I bet it'd be way easier and probably better to try and do this again now.
Yeah, it probably would be now, depending on what you use. Yeah, because like I said, I use Stable Diffusion. I use a Stable Diffusion, and I'm kind of learning Comfy UI, but like I do locally installed because I didn't want the censorship.
Right.
Like I didn't want to deal with
Yeah, I
the
remember
censorship
Stable
shit.
Diffusion was having that issue. It wouldn't let you create like NSFW stuff and whatnot.
Yeah,
A lot of your shit was NSFW, which was based.
I was well, that's why I locally installed it so I won't have to worry about the internet. Because I started with Night Cafe, and Night Cafe was
And
pretty
to be
cool.
fair, I still use Night Cafe. It's been pretty good for me. I don't use it all the time, but man, Night Cafe, 5 credits a day. I collect my credits every day. I've got like 80 something built up, or maybe even more. I like Night Cafe. Is it perfect? No. In fact, it fucks up a lot. But like, if you work with it, you tweak it. If it's just for thumbnails and shit, yeah,
Yeah,
I use Night Cafe.
I still because my thing is I still wanted to look good. I still wanted to look like something presentable. You know what I'm saying? So especially
And
like if I'm
I don't
doing.
use Night Cafe for people. I usually use it for like the thumbnail belly. Hey, give me a cyberpunk cityscape or something like that.
Yeah,
Like, I use
yeah.
Night Cafe to make like the backgrounds for my thumbnails. He's good at shit like that.
Got you. I feel you. Chloe's got a good point though. Final point is I feel like regarding AI, things are getting better and better. We're getting a little bit into the era where people cannot differentiate between AI versus human. That's fair. And like I said, Chloe, like I mentioned Chloe in chat, it's a fair point. And now once again, I don't like when people do the deep fakes in bad taste.
Right.
Okay. That's
But
where my line is. That's
the
where my line is.
humans been doing shit like how many fucking porno websites are there of like celebrity faces imposed on nude bitches? Like, oh, this is Courtney Cox's fucking nudes or whatnot. When like
Yeah.
it's fake celebrity nudes and you didn't
Yeah.
need AI to do that. People were
Yeah.
going in Photoshop or whatever and doing it. Like anything like that in bad taste, if you're trying to sell it or profit off of it, yeah, that's bad. But by the same token, that's not an AI problem. That's a fucking human
Yeah,
problem, and you're gonna have
exactly.
that problem regardless of what you're using.
That part. And my thing, that's the thing, is like, and people that like it don't get into the virtue signaling territory. That's the part that I don't like.
Mhm.
Is the virtue signaling shit. I'm
Right.
not a fan of. Like, don't start all of a sudden now give me a think piece on how well we need to worry about morals and da 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 when this, that, and the third. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, please don't. Like, let's not do that. Like, you didn't care to begin with. Now all
Like
of
you were
us,
saying earlier, most of the people that throw these outrage fits got fucking skeletons in their closet.
yeah, and they don't
Like,
care. Either that or they don't care. And that's what I've noticed with people. It's like a lot of people, they don't really care like they say they do. And it's like, bro, like, then shut up. Please, let's not have that conversation. And like, yes, and some of them do actually have skeletons. Some of them are the ones that it's projection at this point. Like I said,
how many fucking Republican politicians threw a fit about fucking gay people and then found out they were fucking like fucking dudes on the DL in like a truck stop bathroom or some shit? Like, oh, you hated homos when you were on that fucking pulpit to get elected, but now you putting your dick in the asshole because you think it's a
right,
secret?
right.
We don't play that game,
Bro,
homie.
no, sir. Look, going to Pound Town and shit, bro, with wife and kids at home. You feel me?
Right, exactly. Oh, God hates homos. Oh, really? You fucking Tim in the fucking bathroom. We saw it. Like,
Right. This is also one of my this is actually one of my recent ones. This one's really good. Actually, this one got really good. As you can see, this is
man, look at that.
it's crazy.
That's a fucking fat ass.
I be having too much fun with this sometimes. I be having way too much fun.
But
But I
now
like
the
it.
audience is having fun. That's all that matters. As long as the audience is having fun.
Exactly. I'm gonna let the audience have their little fun. You know, hey, you know, little muscle mommy action. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, little. Cause I was putting in I forgot what I put in the prompt to make it look like a certain type of way. That
First, you
part.
probably have like a peach emoji. That's all. It was just a peach emoji, and it give you this.
Right. I wish it were that
understand.
simple. I wish it were that fucking simple. You feel me?
LG does great at art.
Hopefully he comes back. I hate you right now. That's the hobo. The Dynasty Net's about to get you right now. I'm about to send my Dynasty drones after you, Master Hobo. But yeah, no, this is a good point though. I've already seen enough cases where people praise AI art thinking it was done by a human. Once told it's AI, it suddenly becomes soulless. Translation: the art has soul until they were told it was this right here, that part.
That's the virtue signal right there. It's
That
like, and when they didn't know, oh, it was great. It was beautiful. I want to buy that. Like, no.
now all of a sudden it's
Just say you don't know the difference. You're not intelligent. You don't know how AI works. You're not smart enough to spot it. You got fooled, and now you got to save face.
right. Oh well, it's a problem. It's an issue. It's like, no, it wasn't an issue when you was looking at it, man. Digital pimp hard at work. I hate you. I love it though. I love it. Good, but I like it, man. I just be having fun with the shit, bro. Like, honestly, because like at the same time, it's like it's not as bad as people make it out to be, bro. Like when it comes down to like adult entertainment, that was my biggest thing with adult entertainment. I'm probably gonna have this conversation with Mugen Lord again. When I bring him back on, because we were sitting there talking about adult industry stuff. Because he works in adult. At one point he worked in the adult industry too. And our biggest thing is like right now it's like everybody's in it, but people don't understand the level of work that's involved. Like, people don't care about the work. They just think it's easy
They
to get
never
money.
have either, dude. You want to throw a fit about AI art? Oh, the artist's putting out dude. You were probably making this tweet on a cell phone that used slave labor. Fuck
That part,
you.
and didn't even care for the about it.
Didn't give a. And by the way, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna stop using my fucking cell phone. Become some poor little Indonesian kid in the fucking Congo or whatever. I don't know Indonesia's not Congo. But the point is in some fucking cobalt mines. Like, I'm sorry, I like Nikes. I like Nike. I don't give a fuck that some skinny Asian kid is making it for fucking 12 cents a day. I like
Yeah,
Nikes, and I'm gonna fucking him. Would it be a better world if it wasn't like that? Sure, but
sure.
that's the world we live in. So don't you give me this virtue signal homo ass bullshit about like think of the children. No, fuck you. You weren't thinking
Oh
about
my.
the children when you were buying your Jordans. You fucking douche.
And kill. Well, they wasn't buying them. Some of them were killing people for it.
You just had that too.
Shh, let me not go there, cause boy, like that's why I stopped playing with church. Like honestly, I stopped playing with church folks a lot because it was too much bullshit, bro. Like I couldn't do it, bro. I could not deal with the
Bro, I'm
bullshit,
openly
bro.
Christian and I don't like dealing with church folk. Like,
Mm-mm.
I can't stand most
Well, I
church
believe
folk.
in
And I
God.
am a fucking Christian.
Like don't get me wrong. Like I believe. Don't get me wrong. I still have Christian beliefs. Like I still hold to that.
Oh, same.
But
Sure.
there's certain things that I just don't play with, bro. Like one of the biggest things I take away from that is like the biggest scripture that I take away that I keep on me. You know, judge not that you know how people say judge not that lest you be judged. Basically, what that scripture is saying is whatever level that you're gonna judge people, you're gonna get judged for. Okay, and that's it. Doesn't make a difference where it's at, right? Whether it's naturally in a natural state or if you believe in heaven or afterlife, it's going to be an afterlife state. So however
Hmm.
how you carry yourself here is how you're going to be judged by. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
and really if you really think about it, that should scare people, I think.
Motherfuckers be way too cocky. And that's why I like mushrooms, dude. Anytime I find myself getting way too fucking cocky about life and thinking I know my place and I'm
Yeah.
big and bad, and when you take mushrooms, you get that ego death. You're like, you know what? Maybe I should chill the fuck out. Like,
Fucking hell. That's crazy. Like I don't I just chill the fuck out. Let people live their life. You know, if you can have an opinion, that's fine. You don't have to agree with homosexuality. You don't have to agree with, with adult entertainment. You don't have to like it. You may think it's harmful to the body. There might be some kind of science thing. It's funny how Christians believe in science when it benefits them. That's crazy.
mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, oh well, the scientists said porn is bad, so guess what? Science believes with us. Like, but then when science doesn't, when science questions God or
Oh,
whatever.
but God, by God, evolution can't be a thing. God created Adam and Eve. Like, I think you muted yourself.
No,
Oh
I'm
no,
just
you just laughed. Okay, my bad.
I was laughing at that, and then I also saw the comment too, like the barber sap usher close the door. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Minding my own. See, so for most people, it's minding your business hard work. Nothing wrong with having an opinion though. Like I tell people, if you want to be opinionated, that's your business. It's just as long as you make it that way. As long as you let people know it's your opinion. The problem is we got people that everybody got an opinion and everybody's trying to pass their opinion off as the right one. Just chill the fuck out, bro. Like be open to conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like people just need to chill, man. Like that's that when it comes to I don't care if it's AR, Christianity, whatever the fuck. You don't like you hate ass and titties, that's your problem. If you want to be a prude, be my guest. More ass and titties for me to look at. The fuck? I don't care. Like, oh, one girl trips about, oh, well, why are you looking at her ass? Well, she's got it out. What the fuck you expect me to do? She got it out, poking. That's the other problem with like feminism that I didn't like. It's like, okay, you want the girl to be able to promote herself, but you get mad at me for looking. Like, the fuck are we doing? Huh? Like, don't see. This is why Red Pill has a point.
I said about the fucking bikini shit at the beach earlier. Is like, man, the bitches know what they're doing. Like, I don't even want to fucking hear it. You know, you don't want motherfuckers to look. Wear a fucking one piece or wear or don't go to the fucking beach or whatever it may be. Like,
Wear a muumuu.
you know what you're doing. Those fucking gym videos. Fuck you, you skank.
How dare men look at me? How dare men look at me while I wear this skin tight outfit? You know what I'm saying? I gotta,
fucking, you see the oh shit, what's it called? You can see the Grand Canyon of her fucking ass, like.
Bro, you can see her pussy print through her shorts, like, bro. Let's
right.
Get the fuck out of here. And then she's over here, taking suggestive pictures and this, that, and the third. And the crazy thing is, it's not an issue. We don't really. The only reason, and I have this theory, and the only reason I think the reason why men now are speaking up about it now is because women have really made it an issue, right?
Well, leave it to women to not be able to shut their fucking mouths. Like if they hadn't opened their fucking mouths, they wouldn't have.
Right, they would have messed. Okay, so here's my thing. When a lot of guys complain that they don't want girls to, their girl to be this, that, and the third, right? especially with strippers, right? And I talked about this like on the live stream some time back. So my theory is this, right? If, say for example, you're dating a girl, right? And she sends you nudes, okay, you know it's for you, right?
Right.
I got you right after this. I got you, Leon.
Yeah. No. No worries.
It's for you, right? Automatically, you know it's automatically, and you ain't got to worry about it. It's all you, right? You be cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
You be cool with it. But if you find out she was a stripper, this, that, and the third, all of a sudden you get mad. You get upset because now you're getting insecure because, like, well, who else has she done this for? That's really what men are mad about, really. And I'm like, bro, just chill the fuck out. If she's with you, bro.
Now, if you
Chill.
are a girl and you send news, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna just let you know. If we split up or we break up or not, I ain't deleting that shit. just so you, I ain't deleting that shit.
I thought you were gonna say if you send news, you better not be fat.
Oh, that goes without saying.
Mm-mm. Yeah, crazy.
But no, I'm keeping that. I ain't gonna share with anybody. I ain't gonna show anybody. It's gonna stay with me. But I ain't delete you. The moment you sent that to me, you kind of signed the rights away. If you fucking like,
it said he's mine. He said it's mine. Goddamn it, it's mine. I feel it, and I don't blame you. I'm not even mad at you for it. But it's one of those things, man. People just gotta get their heads out their ass, man. But yeah, we do gotta wrap it up. I know Leon said he's got to bounce. He's got work in the morning. I work tomorrow myself.
yeah, I do.
I work tomorrow night, but I do want to thank you for coming on, man. We'll have to have another one sometime.
I had a fucking blast. Yeah, we gotta do this again sometime. This is awesome. I need
conversation.
to get you on Leon from my one-on-one podcast because that'll be fucking great. Because you come on at the end several times. We need to get you on there and like do the real deal because I don't think we have yet.
Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. I just caught what you said. Pause. But no, we out here. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Paul, appreciate you. Joe, I'm good to see you. Always a pleasure. Chloe, Patrick's, and everybody that rated. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Alucard, thank you. I gotta scroll up a little bit. We got a lot. Like Jen T. Maxey, Emily Kruger, everybody, man. Everybody, I appreciate all of y'all for coming by. If you guys are new here, be sure to drop that sub, drop a like. I do a lot of stuff, man. But before I talk about me, Leon, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Again, yeah. If you haven't seen my channel, you haven't subbed to it, it's Words of Paradise. Just type in YouTube Words of Paradise. I pop up first. Pop up because I'm good like that. Just watch the videos, man. They're cool. And then awfully negative rage bait. A couple days ago, maybe it was yesterday, whatever. Did a positive video about One Piece season 2. Almost no one watched it. Why? Because people don't watch positive shit on YouTube. But you should. I think it'll be great. Also, put a video out about this AI stuff. And Asmongold had some thoughts on it. I had some thoughts on his thoughts. Like, I do streams all the time. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and if we hit our Friday goal, we do Sunday streams. So like anywhere from 3 to 4 streams a week, not including everywhere I guest, shit like that. LG, part of that fucking Monday crew. So yeah, just pop by, hit the sub, check out the videos. They're fucking great.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Paul. It's always good to have you. We're going to definitely get you back on again sometime. Like I said, I'm going to be catching up with a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff that I'm doing. For those who don't know, I have a 2-part EP that I'm working on. I'm working on the first part right now. Members, y'all get to have early access to some of the stuff as we speak. Okay, if you are a member, you get to hear the first preview of like the instrumental. I have an instrumental of like what's going to be on the album, so you can get an idea, okay, of what's going to be on it. So members, y'all get to check that out. I have other stuff that I'm going to have done for members as well. Like I said, I appreciate the feedback, all that stuff. If you guys want to be a part of the Discord, hit me up. I got you. If you guys want to be a part of the Dynasty, and join me as I build a dynasty. I do music, gaming, and real talk stuff like this. Emperor's Court podcast. This is my general stuff that I talk about. We have general conversations, from everywhere to like social stuff, gaming stuff, everything in between. Strip Club Chronicles. Okay, I'm not to get off my ass and start working on that. I actually worked on a little mini rant the other day, while I was at work before we got busy. So I was like, look, I got to go get that video and start editing that boy. That bad boy. Excuse me if I can talk. But yeah, appreciate you. And I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap things up, y'all. Y'all can follow me on everywhere, 210LG everywhere. Instagram 2210_LG everywhere. Dynasty Dimes is my other brand that I'm working on, and I'll be catching you guys on the next time. Y'all be easy. Peace. And God bless.